And welcome to episode 5 of the Dark Core. Last week, they had just beaten the shit out of a bunch of Sasquatches and discovered uh, the missing mystic they had been looking for. He was in the company of the apes that live in the western end of the valley, and they returned home with the apes, and Omerda told them about what he had learned and what had happened to him on his journey. Um, he had set out with a warrior by the name of Darin, and along the way they had been attacked by a band of humanoids. Um, and he and Darin had separated. Omerda had been wounded, and the apes found him and brought him in, and helped nurse him back to health. So our heroes joined the apes for the evening. They had a bit of a celebration. Omerda used a bonfire to tell a story regarding the great spirit of the valley that they refer to as the Thunder Beast. Lots of interesting interactions occurred, and I believe the party adopted a strange magical creature that they found, who they have named Diff. Any questions? Diff had some items that were on offer. I don't know if anybody was interested in.
How much do you recall? Do you recall how much beads I found in that place?
I believe it was 1,500.
Okay.
It might have been 1,800.
And the list is in the channel, right?
Yeah. I'll reply to it.
Okay, yeah. And then
I found it.
You also had the art objects?
Yeah. I passed those out though, or I passed one of them out.
Right, yeah, you gave the one to Balro.
So the other one's whatever I've got there. What was the... Yeah, find the list, sorry. Found it. Okay, cool. I'm gonna buy, you said 1,500?
I believe so.
Gonna buy... And how much do I have worth of art objects?
The 2 would be another 500.
Okay, and that's not counting the third one, which Balro gets, right?
Right. Okay. And those are just your valuables. I mean,
sure.
Yeah. Diff seems like a bit of a magpie.
So we have about 2,000. Is there anything on here that anybody's super interested in? I mean, I could go for the Cloak of Protection. Or the, yeah, that's it. I can go with the Cloak of Protection. Ring of Resistance actually might be pretty good.
Yeah, that one's expensive though.
Yeah, but we have, I, just with the stuff that I found in the thing, have 2,000. And I'm willing to kind of like, the Elemental Gem could be useful for one of our casters. If, shit goes south, they can throw down the yellow diamond and bring out an Earth Elemental.
And also, if you, if anybody has like a spell that requires a consumable component, something like that.
Yeah.
Like that would be something else you could possibly purchase from Diff.
Okay. So like Revivify diamonds, you mean?
Yeah, stuff like that.
Okay, does anybody cast Revivify?
Yeah, so I have 200.
Okay, so...
But would y'all like to use, like, company money for it?
Here's what I'm thinking. Cloak of Protection, Elemental Gem, Boots of the Winterlands, not so good.
There was a hinting that we might encounter snow, though, right? Or was that just in my brain?
I think that might have just been in your brain. I mean, there's definitely, like, if you guys wanted to leave the valley and go way north.
Not at all.
I don't know. It's a warm moon, so I've been having a lot of dreams.
Gem, Cloak of Protection, that's 750. You need diamonds. You're the only one that can cast Revivify, right?
Marzena might be able to.
Okay, if she has it prepared, but she probably doesn't.
I do not have that.
Let's go with 2 castings of it, 600. So we're at a total of 1350. And then we'll go ahead and pick up the Boots of the Winterlands and the Potion of Animal Friendship. That should be 2,000 even. So we're buying the lot with the exception of the Ring of Resistance. And we're buying 600 worth of diamonds for Revivify. Sound good?
Do we
guys?
need the boots though?
No, we don't. But I mean, honestly, here, hold on. I'm pretty sure they're not just. What was it? Resistance.
Well, they
to
have
cold
they give a
damage.
resistance to cold. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Elemental Gem, Cloak of Protection, Ring of Resistance, and the Potion of Animal Friendship?
Yeah, plus 600 worth of diamonds.
Yeah, he so you
But
start like negotiate. Okay,
I'm still thinking,
that's fine.
Shijo, do you have an extra 100 you can throw into the pot?
Yeah, I can throw in 100.
If you do that, we can buy another 2 Revivifies and drop the Boots of the Winterlands.
Okay.
Or pick up the Boots of the Winterlands, throw them on somebody, and maybe it'll come into play. But Revivify is kind of like something we'll have that we might need to use but may not. And Boots of the Winterlands is going to be something that we might need to use but may not. So both are basically not sure bets. Which is why I don't terribly care either way. Does anybody want to pull the trigger on this decision? I'm not.
I think that sounds pretty good.
With the Revivifies or the Boots?
The Revivify.
Revivify, do it.
More
Yeah.
gemstones. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Oh, what the heck?
Oh, it's a Jonah.
You're messing up my whole freaking display.
He's
Duber.
vertical.
Oh, we missed that little Jonah face.
All right.
Okay. The question is, can you guys hear me though?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, I'm on my phone,
Okay.
Okay.
so I'm gonna be super slow. Ish. Okay.
And my whole
Cool.
thing's messed up, so I gotta fix that. Thanks for giving us any foresight into the fact that you were gonna be here, by the way. Thank you. Really appreciate.
You're welcome.
I mean, hate you. I really hate you.
No, you don't.
Don't lie to me. I told you what I said. Oh my god.
I will say,
I
I was
said
just
what I
looking at
said.
spell components. And there's a spell that Marzena wants to learn, but she couldn't afford it because it's worth 300 gold P. But I'm just wondering, mentally, like we know where this place is, and they've been really friendly to us. So we basically realize that we can come back and visit this creature again, right?
Who, Diff?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was going with you.
I would
Yeah,
love
I
if he
thought he
came
was-
with us.
I thought he was our friend.
I
Our
love it.
little
He hasn't said
buddy.
whether he would come yet or not, but like in the off chance he doesn't come, we could always return and like chat them up again,
Maybe.
probably.
Yeah. There's no guarantee you'd have the same stuff. He probably wouldn't.
Truth.
That's true.
But like spell
is a-
components.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a big bag full of stuff. Like, you can, just from the glimpse of what you can see inside the, like, when he opens his bag, it's like it's overflowing with stuff. But you can see that it's like a hole overflowing with stuff.
Would he trade a couple of small crystal beads for some mushrooms?
I'm sorry, are you trying to get mushrooms from him?
No, I'm trying to give him mushrooms.
Oh, okay. In exchange for crystal beads?
Yeah, for
Okay.
Leomund's tiny hut.
Oh, I got you.
I can
Yeah.
just hold on. Sorry, I have to address this. I can just tell Jonah's in Florida. What the fuck? I don't mean to be like it. Just It's like in New York, it's like, dark gloomy apartment,
Yeah.
or house or whatever, and then like completely like bright walls. It's like it's completely different.
Don't judge me.
I'm not
Okay.
judging. It's all hearts. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to seem judgmental. I love it.
Yeah, no, like
I get
I
to
went
be
from
judgmental
Oh.
because you popped in without telling me you were gonna be here, so you messed
It's
up
true.
my whole setup. Sorry. Continue.
fair enough.
I think Marzena would say she doesn't really care about the money and she hasn't really asked to see or look at anything, but she would say to the group aloud,
the next time we find the gold in nuggets, can you save around 300 for me, please?
Well, we can shift it right now. Like, we're buying 4 300 gold piece diamonds. We probably won't need that many. I mean, it's great to have 1-ups, but if you need 300, we can shift it now.
Yeah, shift it.
okay. She would kind of like
Shift
smile at that
it.
and nod her head and then just kind of bow and say,
Thank you. This is the only thing I will ever ask you for.
Sorry, I need to shift into character. That's true.
Lies. You can ask for anything you want.
I was still in like, let's micromanage the finances brain. So yeah, sure, no problem. What would be the response?
so she would look at Diff and say,
Small one, do you have a little flower, perhaps, that we could use?
it's really specific. Okay, it's a gilded flower worth 300 gold p. So I don't know whether he would have that or whether I need to make it with the gold and a flower.
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, it would be.
He looks up to
you could
the
find.
pre.
So go ahead and. Okay, so you got the yeah. I mean, they got the diamond. So, like, if you describe it to him, he seems to like. He's thinking for a moment, and then something in his brain clicks, and he realizes like exactly what kind of a flower you're describing, and like the why. And he actually goes digging around in his bag. He like starts pawing his way through all this like junk and trash, and then he's like, then he like sort of dives in. So now his like legs are sticking out of the bag and like kicking around while he's like scratching around in the bag. And finally he shoves his arm out and he's like holding this gilded flower. And it's covered with this weird. You've seen like up to this point anything metal you've seen or like ostentatious or ornamentation has been like a small amount of crude metal that somebody has found and like painstakingly worked on just to make like a simple piece of primitive jewelry. What the kind of like artifice and craftsmanship that you imagine it would take to create this flower that Diff is now holding is inconceivable. You cannot imagine anybody being able to make this by hand.
She smiles broadly and gets on her knees to be on eye level. And while she takes it, she does a little head bow and says,
Thank you. I knew that you were good when I saw the sun, and now I know that you are. You will have a very good life, little one. Please join us.
He like kind of puffs up and smiles and like nods his head, and then he goes, meh, 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 and he's like pointing at the currency spilling out of his bag, and he points at the flower and he points at his hand, like, yeah, that was nice and all, but pay me.
she just kind of like fumbles.
Oh, right.
And she looks over at Nama.
I just start dropping beads on him and like handing him the statues. And yeah, just like we agreed, the shoes. Oh, sorry, no, we don't want the shoes. What was it? The cloak. Yeah, that there. And it was. And she kind of like spaces for a second. What were we getting? And looks over at Kaituna again. John's
so you're like dumping. So Nama's really tall, so Nama's like.
Oh, I dropped down.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna throw beads at him.
Okay. Kaituna is like all the way across, like probably like 20 or 30 feet away, and is still kind of watching. and like she yells out the order from afar, like, no, we need the potion of animal friendship, the ring of the elemental gem, the cloak of protection, and enough gems for two revivifies.
Three. Sorry,
For
three.
3 revivifies. And then she like turns back to what she's doing in the shadows.
And the gilded flower. So, okay. Out of character, real quick flip mode. Cloak of protection. Everybody okay with me taking that? Okay. Boots of the Winterlands. Who would like them? It's cold.
We're not getting the boots.
Oh, sorry. You're right. Sorry. Elemental gem. I suggest it goes to one of our 3 spellcasters. Aiden, I'm not saying that, or sorry, Brian, I'm not saying Aiden's not a spellcaster. I'm just saying you're probably not going to be wasting an action in combat.
No, I'm not going to be using it.
Yeah.
I don't have any spells that need it. So.
Yeah, you can either cast a
On my
spell or you
sheet.
can smite twice.
This is be good on anybody's hands. Marzena, you're able to do stuff with your bonus action. So is Bellis, which is why I think the 2 of you would probably be key for the elemental gem, because you can still dispense some healing or some other effect while using your action to pop the gem.
True.
Who
I think
wants it?
Marzena is really happy with the flower, though, so she would kind of look to Bellis and
Okay.
say,
Would you like the pretty gem?
Needed.
Do I need a specific spell for that though?
No.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, we'll take it.
Yeah, you check
What?
in the compendium.
What were those bracers?
We don't have bracers.
Those. Oh, okay. Never mind then. Never mind.
We have a cloak of
Oh,
protection. We
Yeah, you
have potion of animal friendship, which
No.
I don't care.
I mean, if you guys need money and ask Balro, he can. I think he can drop a stack on you guys.
How much do you have?
Oh no, I got 60. Never mind.
Yeah, I got 10.
That's a.
I
That's
I
got.
have
a
I can
stack.
throw in my coin. I'll toss a coin to the Witcher. That's fine.
Wait,
I'll
more coin?
throw 60 coins at you guys.
Okay. So then, if that's the case, then
Balrog's currency is actually like marked and etched teeth from a variety of creatures.
elemental gem for Bellis, cloak of protection for Nama, potion of animal friendship. I want to say Balro because he doesn't have anything,
No.
but I'm going to say Marzena. You get that and the gilded flower, and then all 3 of the diamonds go to Kaidu.
I also feel
It's
like maybe
okay.
Aiden with her goat. Would Aiden want the animal friendship
Oh
thing?
yeah, no, that's right. Sorry,
Yeah, that
thank
makes
you.
sense.
That's way more sense. Sorry, my brain forgot the goat and also the other goat
A.
or elk. Sorry,
The goat.
greatest of all time.
Oh, yeah, that's what I thought you were saying.
Goatsy
you don't-
loves
you don't-
me. Okay.
You don't
Hey,
need the potion of animal
Marzena,
friendship.
let's split these diamonds up. I'll take enough for 2 castings, and then you take enough for 1 casting.
So kind of nod her head and then think about it.
All right, I will spend some time after we rest tonight, and I will learn this. Yes, yes, I will.
And she extends her hand to grab the diamond.
Okay.
That puts me back to. Actually, I'm going to be at 0. I just gave Dip all the money that I had, including my startup capital. I don't do counting. And then I go, great.
Seems pretty satisfied.
She throws the cloak on and doesn't really wear it like a cloak, more like a scarf.
Nice.
And
It's like a shawl.
yeah.
Would he take 5 good berry mushrooms for 5 little gem beads?
Oh right. Yes. That would be. Yes. I'm sorry. Which mushrooms? The good berry ones?
Yeah.
Yeah. He eats them, like he throws them in his mouth, but it's not like you don't get the impression that he eats them.
Like a
It's
chipmunk where they put it in like a little
Yeah,
pocket.
it's like he's saving it for later. We also know that it's like you don't see like the inside of a mouth; it's just pure blackness.
Yeah.
It's like
Can
Nice.
Dip be like a Mimikyu?
I don't- A Mimikyu?
Yeah.
It makes sense.
No, he's not a mimic. He's
No,
he's
Mimikyu. It's a Pokemon.
Yeah.
Pokemon,
Oh.
yeah.
Ah!
Yeah.
Oh, you kids and your Pokemon.
Pokemons.
Y'all youngins and their Pokemons and
Like-
Digimons.
I like that Pokemon and that Gundam Wing.
That Gundam wing. The wing diddly doodah. I like that one.
No.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
So your business concluded with Diff. He seems to like sweep everything back into his bag. And he closes it up and just leaves like a little bit of trash behind. And he like throws his bag over his shoulder and it's like, bulging out of his back. And definitely like once he puts it on, it's almost like it's a part of him and he just becomes this like big lopsided thing.
Nice. He's
Does
so
he look
cute. Of course he looks cute. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he's definitely like strutting around like he's like, yeah, I did good. I got a
You
nice
did.
haul. And so let me see here.
Did you
Omerdog
guys
told
need-
you all stories. Balro was doing stuff with Sasquatches.
True.
I was talking with someone and I got interrupted by the diff.
Oh, the diff stuff. Yes.
The diff stuff. And I'm okay with that because diff is pretty cool, but yeah, I'm
You got sucked into different stuff.
okay.
I'm sorry.
You know, Elizabeth, usually I defend you, but today I can't.
Today's a different story.
I will take the child away.
No, my boy!
Oh, snap.
Fucking hell, dude.
that was like brutal.
That was
You
gangster.
could just give it to Balro.
Yeah.
No!
Ah,
Tastes like scarves.
Jesus.
It's
No,
like-
that's fucking hilarious.
If you really want to start the party, just give it to Balro.
No!
Moving on. There's a lot going on with the apes. I'm sure everybody's getting into all kinds of different things. So we'll just go from left to right, and we'll start with Jisho. Anything you'd like to get into or share with the party or anything like that?
Yeah. So, Kaidana has been out in the kind of like out on the edges of the camp, in the shadows. She was approached by and connected with the white ape, the mystic, and they never really said anything to each other. I don't know if I don't think anybody was watching them from the group. They were all, adopting the orphans or, trying to eat the children of the tribe. I don't know, whatever. And so after a moment of that, Kaidana would nod to the white ape and very respectfully kind of say thank you for sharing with me and thank you for sharing in this moment of tranquility with me. You have my utmost gratitude. Your ancestors have taught you well. And she would to move away.
It bows its head to you and basically is like the conversation ends. You get this impression of like great gratification. Like it was nice to talk to somebody about this after such a long time. It's good to know that these kinds of traditions are still alive and well in the world.
So after that, Kaidana would kind of make her round around the campfire, and she would beckon for Aiden and Marzena
Hmm.
to come with her for a moment to the edge. Would they follow?
Yeah, Marzana would
Yeah,
nod.
sure. Sure.
Come, dears. I have something I'd like to talk to you about. A moment ago, I communed with the mystic of the tribe, the one you might see as a white ape. And it told me that in its in a strange way it could communicate with me without speaking words, something that I know can be either of divine or demonic inspiration. I believe at this time definitely divine, a gift from his ancestors, I would assume. He told me that in that place that we passed by, that island, that's that sacred place, there, the veil between the ethereal world and ours is thin, and that there, it has been known that the spirits of the dead and other creatures from distant realms may voice, may share their voices. I wonder what you two think about going there, showing our respects, and using and seeing if we can if we can ask for the favor of the ancients.
Yeah, Marzana like takes that in and then nods.
Yes, I would like to meet these ancients you talk so highly of, or ancestors, you say. I think that would work. I just need to make sure that
She kind of like thinks about this for a second.
you do not think we will be in danger of that worm thing?
I don't think so. I mean, we found that a fair distance away from the worm. And you know, Marzena, we all have ancestors, all of us, including you. Maybe you'll get to talk to your ancestors too if we stop by there.
Oh, that won't happen. They are dead.
They are dead.
Yes,
Even
I
the
won't
dead.
talk to them again, unfortunately. That is what happens when you die.
Oh, my darling. The dead do speak sometimes. That is the power of spirit. Isn't that right? Isn't that right, Aiden?
Sometimes, yes. However, I would like to use my natural ability of sensing divine intervention right now. I don't know how I do it, but I can sense good and evil at one time. Like, look at Balro. I know he has a demonic presence on him.
Are you asking if divine sense applies right now?
Yeah, I want to use it.
I mean, feel free, but there's nothing within that range. Because
Okay.
I believe it has a range. What is it? Go ahead.
Let me.
It's like
Divine
it's
sense.
60 feet.
Yeah. So you don't smell anything out
Besides
of
what
the
the rock is cooking.
ordinary. Yeah.
No, that's just Balro.
Yeah. You have no celestials, fiends, or undead within 60 feet of you.
Okay.
And I mean, well, any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated. I mean, I don't think a living PC counts as an object, but Kay Dunna is like pretty much always consecrated.
Yeah.
That's right. She consecrated.
You might be able
I
to
mean-
tell that Marzena is celestial, though.
Yeah, I think we had
Probably.
previously established that
Yeah.
he got that impression, just like he got the impression
Yeah.
of Balro.
Right. Yeah. So
And
that's
you wouldn't
probably
necessarily expect the kind of influence on Balro to be as powerful or noticeable as the influence hovering around Marzena. But surprisingly, it is. They're about on par with each other. Balro's practically a tiefling.
Her lovely little tieflings. So, all right. So I would say let's go to this place that you speak of, and try to visit with our family members, I guess.
Yeah, Marzena kind of nods her head. If you think it will be safe, I think that is a great idea. I just worry that the valley itself is not very
She just kind of thinks about the worm again.
That was very concerning, and I just worry that perhaps it is just the first sign of worse.
Oh, my
Wow,
dear.
Wackus and I go,
Well-
this will protect us.
That's right, my dear. We'll have Aiden there and Nama to protect us.
She kind of smiles at that.
Yes, true, and honestly, I would love to meet these ancestor you talk about. I would love to see what they are like.
There is nothing more powerful in this world than speaking to the dead. You will see, my dear Marzena. You will see.
So Marzena fully gets like a very like excited look on her face, and it kind of is reminiscent of a kid who's like being told the story of Santa Claus. She
That's
just
very
kind of like so she just kind of smiles broadly.
I can't wait. Let us ask the others if they will want to go too.
And we can ask too of our hosts whether or not it will be safe to travel, Marzena. So you do not worry so much.
She kind of nods her head at that and says,
That is true. That is true. And you know what? You are right. I think I will just go back to the fire and sleep.
she like just immediately pivots and goes to retreat. She looks very like overwhelmed. There's been a lot of magic stuff happening today.
Kadena looks about ready for bed too. Before bed, she'll come to Nama and Bellis and Balro and kind of give them the lowdown on this, sacred place where they maybe can talk to the dead for some advice on what to do next or what things may be coming, and see if they're cool with doing that in the morning.
Sure. I would say that like Nama during that time was trying to talk to the ape that's in charge. And our conversation kind of like ended. And I just want to make sure like that I understand what was said. I asked.
So I'm sorry. It did start going from left to right, and Jijo.
No. It's okay. I'm fine. I just want to make sure before I start a conversation with Kadena with Nama that I know where I'm at in the conversation that I was in prior to that. So that's all.
I'm sorry that we didn't get that far down the line.
It's okay.
Before things started mixing up.
Obviously Nama's moved away from it. Like I just want to.
Let's before we get there, let's go ahead and cover what Nama was doing.
Yeah. Well, Nama was just saying to the chieftain ape that she is very interested in finding the servants of the worm and bringing them to answer for what they're doing, because obviously it's bad. And then the last thing that was said between them was she had said, well, I would very much like to stop this creature and its followers if they're causing problems for our hunters or the valley as a whole. This is important. So she was kind of expecting, like, if he has any information as to where they're at, like, granting that so she can hopefully kind of direct the others into going and murdering them.
Right. Omrada, he indicated that these were the individuals that attacked him, and that he had been in the company of a seasoned warrior that you are very familiar with, named Darin. Darin is less a fighter type, but more of a ranger type. But you know that he's also kicks ass in a fight.
Sure.
And you understand that they basically separated so Darin could try to like lead them away. You know that if Darin was trying not to be found, he could do a pretty good job of it. And that whatever he had in mind was probably a good plan, even if he didn't share the details with Omrada.
Okay.
So you know that probably, it'd probably be easier to track the servants of the worm. But he said that was a few days ago.
Okay.
And he's not sure if Darin survived or not.
Okay. And so yeah, that's fine. So basically, after a fashion, she would do the shopping bit, and then she would then go and kind of just be about. And then when Kaydona comes over to talk with Nama, she's kind of doing like a big think. Like she's sitting on some random, position. She's in the thinker's pose. She looks like she's like really hard, struggling, trying to think. So Kaydona, that's what you're walking up on. Muted. Still muted.
Zizo muted.
Oh, my dear. You, what's on your mind? You seem to be very caught up in your thoughts.
Well, there's a lot going on here. Omrada was being transported by one of the best hunters of the Red Grasps. One of the best fighters. But these cultists of this big worm probably took him or did something with him. And I don't think I could find Darin if I was trying to find him. He's really good at staying hidden, And if he was going to be... he was in a way to show himself, he probably would have came here. Or he would have came back to the Red Grass by the time we made it out here. Or even before then. So I'm just wondering where he could be and how we can find out where he is.
You know who might have the answers to that?
She looks at you and kind of like goes, I have a feeling you're going to say the ancestors.
You're a very clever young woman.
Oh. Well, really? Okay. What do they say?
Well, we can go talk to them.
Wait,
the mystic.
Said they were with us.
They are always with us, but their voices are not always within reach. So, they're the sacred place that we passed by on our way here may allow us to hear them quite clearly. If we're looking for answers, if we're looking for guidance, that might be the next place.
But you can hear them.
I can hear them when they have a particularly important message for me, something that's out of my control often. But if we go here, we might be able to reach them and ask for their help a little bit more easily.
Yeah. This is really complicated stuff. But luckily you know what to do. So, okay, well, wherever we need to go then, I suppose then we'll go in the morning. First thing. And then once we learn where Darin is from the ancestors, go and we'll find him. Dead or alive. Maybe he's already an ancestor. And if he is, then we'll make sure the people who did it don't do it to anybody else. That's what I think is best. Okay. She kind of walks over to the fire and just drops. Like comical unconsciousness.
Kaydona will approach Bellis and give her the lowdown about all of this. All the information that's been gathered so far.
Well, I think that sounds very nice. I haven't talked to my grandfather in a long time. I'm sure he has a lot to say.
Indeed.
You want to
Keep
go
that
in the
music
morning?
down.
Too much drumming. um, you want to go in the morning? Yes?
Yes, let us go in the morning.
I think that is a great idea then. Is everyone else going?
I haven't talked to Balro just yet. You seem to have a good way with him. Shall we talk to him together before we sleep?
Certainly. I think my music is done for the night anyway. It's time for people to sleep.
It did seem like the apes were quite enjoying your musical talents. There are actually some that were joining along with some primitive drums.
That is
Yay!
so cute. So, Kaydana will kind of like lock arms. Well, lock arms with Bellis, and they'll approach Balro. Oh,
So
hello,
what-
our dear Balro.
Before we do that, what was Balro doing whilst everyone was talking?
You mentioned that Balro. Let me see.
In the RP, I believe the last thing he did was offer some of the Sasquatch meat. I think.
To the
Right.
apes,
Let
yeah.
me. Doom.
And then there was side chat, I think, that we had.
Yeah. So you did some stuff with the blood.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then you were trying to share Sasquatch meat with the monkeys, and they were like, "That's disgusting. Have some fruit."
Yeah, no, Balro was like, no fruit.
Yeah, so
Only
it's basically
meat.
like Balro and the monkeys fighting over what's good to eat, and
True.
then you walked away.
Was the
Yeah.
blood thing before or after me trying to give them meat?
Before, and this was the last thing you did. At least that I can see. Yeah. Yep, I believe that's the last thing you did.
Hold on, I clicked on it. 1 second. Oh, yeah, okay. Yes, that's right. Okay. And you gave me an answer, right?
Yeah, I believe that's when we were doing the side chatting. So.
Okay, gotcha. You want to RP that to
no,
freak everyone
wait.
out?
I think so. This bit in the side chat was like right after the Sasquatch battle.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So this stuff in the side chat happened before all the fire talking, hanging out with the apes, swapping
Gotcha.
food with the monkeys. So that's where we're at. So let me see. We did Jijo, Nama, Josie. What is Marzena doing?
Yeah, after talking to Kaydana, she would have just returned to the fire and settled in for the night. Yeah, she's a bit overwhelmed by like everything that's happened because she wasn't expecting to go on this much of an adventure the first time she ever left her home. So she just kind of like takes a moment. She looks around. Is there any kind of like she wants to be safe, so she's going to stay within range, but she'll kind of try to find a space where she's off to herself. And she'll just kind of like take a moment and read through the cards and consult with the cosmos over the decisions they've made and how things are going. And it's more of like a meditation for her at this point. So she takes like probably around an hour just to shuffle the deck until she finally flips one over. And at that point, Once she
are you
flips
trying
it
to-
over, she kind of like looks at the card for a moment, nods, puts it back, and then goes to bed.
Oh, were you trying to do something specific, or was that like a character beat?
More of just like a character thing. She's not actually
get you.
asking for advice,
Yeah.
just mentally.
Yeah, you use the cards for so many things.
I know. I know.
Actual
I'll specifically use
divination,
the
moral
term-
support.
I'll specifically use the term augury when I want to talk to God.
Please, you're flattering me. So that's it for Marzena.
Mhm.
Balro.
Yeah.
What is Balro doing before bed?
After trying to get the monkey children to eat the meat and them saying no, I think he would have gone to a secluded area in the forest and tried to contact or try to talk to his I don't want to say patron.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
His
Now are you trying to like do it through the statue, or are you trying to do it through your club?
the statue.
Okay. So you have heard the voice of the being that gave you your club before.
Mm-hmm.
The voice that answers you is different. And it's hard to kind of get a feel for it because it sounds like it's either like muffled or far away, or it's
Mhm.
like a loud whisper. And all you hear is, "You're doing well.
Yes.
More blood. More."
Yes. All of the blood.
More blood, and great power will be yours. And the voice kind of fades off.
Yeah, he gets like a really large grin and like he kind of gets excited about, seeing more enemies. After that, he's gonna put the statuette away. Actually no, he's gonna leave it out and he's gonna put the club next to it. And he's gonna try and say, "Is this friend?"
Are you saying that to which one?
Oh no, I'm just saying it to both of them. Or whoever
Um,
comes back to talk.
So, as you say that, you don't hear any. Wait, I'm sorry. Are you asking that as a question to like when you rejoin the group?
No. I'm still secluded, and
Right.
I was taking out the club and putting it
Right,
next
you're
to the
trying to, like-
statuette.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
'Cause-
So you ask this
'cause-
question, you don't get any more response from the statue.
Mhm.
It seems to actually have, like, its appearance hasn't changed, but it seems like a little less lustrous or shiny than it had been earlier.
Okay.
And after you ask this question to them, you don't get any response from the statue, but the club, like the head of your club, starts to smolder.
Mhm.
Much like it does when you're like, deep in your rage. And
You mean frenzied?
yeah, and the flames are kind of crackling and smoldering in the eyes of this dinosaur skull.
Mhm.
And it seems, you get the impression that it's angry.
But why?
That's a good question.
He's just gonna sort of look at both the dinosaur skull and then the statue, and he's just gonna kind of like shrug, and then just put both back, and he's gonna walk to the camp like really confused.
So, yeah, a a bewildered Balro appears. So let me see. Nama's good. Elizabeth, what's Bellis doing?
Before bed
Yeah.
and after we talked about the
circle.
The stuff. If everyone's done with music, then probably just like curl up and go to bed. Nothing special.
We haven't talked to
Alright.
Balro.
Oh, I thought we were doing this. That's why I was asking if this was like after we had that talk with Balro. Sorry.
We don't have to play it out. We know how it's gonna go.
No, we don't.
What are you talking to Balro about the ancestors?
Yeah.
You're like, yo, dog, we're gonna go see the ancestors. You in or you out?
My ancestors are dead. I do not care.
You would go anyway.
Donna's like,
so are you coming or?
Balro, I know
you
that
an
they are
Uber?
dead, but you never know.
I will go to the
I will
circle.
carry you if
thing.
you want that.
Okay.
Kate Donna's just
Obvious
like,
it is.
that's your kid, man.
Balro makes a hole right next to Bellis.
As long as he doesn't poop in it.
He makes a
Is there-
sleepy hole next to her.
So is everybody everybody's like settling down and getting ready for bed. Basically the apes sort of just disappear. You don't really see where they go. They just sort of fade into the background of the forest. Omrada has shown you where he has like a sort of like a wide open sort of tent enclosure. That's over off to the side of this like raised central area where you had the bonfire. And it's, you know, it's an open design, but it's more than large enough to accommodate everybody. And you see as everybody's like, you know, settling down and laying out their bedrolls and stuff and getting ready to go to sleep. Diff just finds a comfortable spot that seems like it's out of the way, and he literally just collapses into a pile of rags. It looks like the life is just gone from him.
Buddy.
And so
he's
like what
dead tired.
It's like he went from being like like a thing to a nothing.
Aw.
And yeah, that's it. That's it. Fade to black, and you guys have a long rest. Quick question: where is like how far are you guys from? You know what? Everybody's level 8. Go ahead, and level up.
What?
Yeah, go ahead and level up if you
Right
haven't done that
meow.
already. Yep.
Level
Everybody-
8?
Oh, I didn't even do level 7.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh. Okay. Well.
I'm actually pretty close to level 8.
Yeah, I kind of figured
What's-
most everybody was, but I didn't know what the exact number was off the top.
I was still at 6.
It's 3,400, right? I mean,
did
35,000.
I'm sorry, did Bellis buy extra stuff? Is that what's going on there?
I did the no, I don't think I didn't hit
Oh.
character mancer.
I got you. You didn't level yourself up all the way. That's hilarious. You've been hobbled this whole time.
Oopsie. So we should be at where?
Level 8.
Okay, so 34,000.
I believe that's the total.
Oh wait, no, go back.
Hmm.
Yeah. Because I only got rapid drinker.
Oh, I got you. Okay. Yeah, I don't believe Rapid Drinker. That was an option you could take. And I'm glad that you mentioned that because those mushrooms are essentially, those count. If you want to eat one of those as a Rapid Drinker action, that's fine.
Oh.
All right. Any questions?
No.
Does everybody level up?
I'm working on it on my phone. I'll be good though. I'll be good to go if we get into combat.
All right, cool. Yeah, so I believe you guys are heading to this, you're heading out to the ritual circle.
Mm.
From the location you guys are at, you can very easily travel to either side of the river that leads into the lake that this island is in the middle of.
Before we set off, did they like disappear and they're like gone?
No.
Do they come back?
Yeah, when you wake up in the morning, you kind of wake up, stretch, walk to the edge of this like kind of roughly crafted platform up in the trees that you guys have been staying on, and now you're like looking out over this lush wooded hillside that leads down into the valley. You have the most magnificent view of the valley.
Like a fun camping trip.
Yeah, you can see everything. Like, you can see down the hunting area where you guys were earlier. You can see herds of animals off in the distance.
What about the apes? Chad, did you freeze? Did I freeze?
Chad froze.
Oh, okay.
No, we can hear you.
I can't hear him.
Hear who?
Chadabus?
It's a bright
Oh, there he
sunshiny
goes.
day.
No.
Yes, sir. What happened?
Chad, sorry you froze.
Oh, yeah, everything froze. I was like, what's going on?
You said bright sunshiny day, and that's the only thing that we've heard for like a full
Well,
minute.
luckily for you, yeah, that was the last of it. So, yeah, excellent view. As you are like kind of looking out over the woods, you can see kind of scattered throughout the hillside are little groups of apes doing ape stuff.
I think Adana would like to ask any like official looking ape that looks like they're in charge. If
there are actually two apes that are a little, they're actually wearing like simple armor, and like
Okay.
simple bits of ornamentation. They each seem to be carrying like a staff, and they were kind of left to like keep an eye on you.
I'd want to know like if the area around the lake and the circle, like if that's if that is an area where we should really be worrying about the worm.
When you mentioned the worm, they look confused, like they're not sure what you're talking about.
Okay.
So like as you mentioned that to them, like one of them looks over to the other one, kind of like, and it's like,
Is it safe though? Do you think we'll be safe traveling there?
like these are literally like security guards.
God,
like you're asking like a security guard at a tchotchke stand, like, hey, what's a good place to go see the sights?
a tchotchke stand. Oh my god. Okay, well, if anything tries to get us, we've got Revivify ready to go, so. Okay, Donna, we'll leave them alone. And we're ready to go. Well, Kadana's ready to
away,
go.
They're like, what was she talking about? I don't know, man. They don't pay us enough for this shit.
They don't pay us at all.
Aww.
I can't pay bills with bananas.
Sad eats bananas.
Aww.
At least I can eat them.
Yeah, can't stop eating them though. So yeah, you guys get ready to head out. Although, actually, I think the one person that would be there that you would be able to ask that question to would be Omar Da. Omar Da would not recommend it. He, as soon as you propose the idea to him, he's like, no, that's a don't do that. You know, this creature, we don't know if initiating a large ritual like this will attract this creature, but it seems drawn to beings and sources of great magical power.
Did we know this? Is this new info?
Believe this was shared with Nama.
Did I know? Did Nama share?
I don't know. Sorry, I believe you're muted, John.
I sure am. Yeah. No, I don't remember.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to go spilling the beans.
No
but
worries.
also, that would be knowledge that Kaidana currently does not have. But if you did bring it up with Omar Da, he would quickly.
Yeah, that's like a big ass deal because that's Marzena and Kaidana and Aiden and Bellis, who are all delicious in their own right, but now
Right.
extra delicious.
Yay.
So I'm thinking that this conversation is happening while we are all together.
Yeah. You know, you guys are like packing up, eating breakfast, whatever.
So I don't know what to do now.
Oh, are you asking me? I'm asleep. Are we up? Are we up? Are we? We went to the place. We're there.
No.
No, we're packing up to go, and
Oh.
Omerdal stopped us and was like, "Don't do that. That's a bad idea."
Oh.
Because starting up a ritual might make the creature eat all of us. Because it eats magical people or sources of magic.
It's certainly attracted to them.
So we should go to the cultists first, and we have an idea of where they're at.
Yeah, that's true.
And if they have
Probably-
Darren, then we can hunt down. Well, we don't need to do anything. We've rescued him, and that's the goal. Or if we found him, then yeah, that's what we were. So okay, we can't. I'm in full Nama brain, so we can't go to the place that you were talking about, Kaiduna, and talk to the ancestors. Because if we go to talk to the ancestors there, the worm is an ancestor and will eat you.
God damn it, I love you, John.
And then if the worm is an ancestor, then it knows where Darren is. So we've got to find the cultists who have Darren probably, and we need to beat them up. And then they're going to tell us where Darren is. And once we got him, we can go back to the Redgrass tribe with everyone alive and well. Or if he's dead, then we'll just kill all of the people that did that so they don't do it to anybody else. And she kind of like gestures her hands out to the side like she's expecting people to go, yeah, that sounds great. Like you really came up with a smart idea.
I mean, Balrog's just barely waking up, so yeah.
Pretty sure he heard her say, kill all of them.
Kaidana has this look on her face that's like, the solution is correct, but then when you show your work,
Right.
I don't know. But I think, yeah, yes,
Question mark, profit.
yes.
Right.
It's like you're so close, and it would take so much longer to explain to you.
Oh, yeah.
Just say yes.
Yeah, we gotta go kill those cultists. That's our... Wait, but if we're going to go kill the... Okay, yes.
So I meant to bring this up, but there was a lot happening, and it kind of got swept under the rug. But this is relevant. The way Nama, when Nama was talking about how it might be hard to track down Darren, there was a way he spoke about Darren, and the way he sort of implied that because of how good of a hunter and warrior that Darin is that if he didn't want to be found, it would be very hard to find him. It very much reminds you of somebody else that you once knew. And you are very familiar with the kinds of tricks and tactics that these people use to stay hidden. And so you understand that Kaiduna might know to look for certain things and signs that other people wouldn't know to look for or even notice. You get what I'm saying?
Honey, you gotta spell it out for me. Maybe I'm in Nama mode. I don't know, but I'm not. I'm not getting what you're
It's
picking up.
contagious.
Right. So
Nature shit.
Nature shit, or if they're members of my tribe, I'm just gonna like have Kaiduna drown herself right now.
hold on. There you go. In the side chat.
Oh, you really trying to make a bitch cry? Damn.
I didn't want to spill the beans. That's why I was kind of
No,
like talking.
you are so smart. Yes. Okay. Okay. So, everyone's gathered around. Balrog's just waking up, like wiping evil eye boogers out of his devil eyes. And Kaiduna would say, Darren was a hunter, right? Nama is a hunter.
Yep.
And I once knew very well a very skilled huntress. And I may know, or I may be able to notice certain, I may still remember some of the old ways that she used to navigate the forest. As we travel.
Quick question, sorry, Jijo. Based on your reaction as a player, I'm assuming that as Kaiduna is saying this, there's a tinge of sadness to her. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so you see her, Nama, in response, as you say that, kind of like place her fists on her hips and kind of look at you and say, well, that's really great. Why are you so sad about it?
Kaiduna is like, internally, is like, I need to hide that shit better. Bitch, you gotta get it together. And she does that thing that Elizabeth just did. And my dear huntress joined the ancestors.
Oh.
And you know that can be sad.
Yeah, I guess.
In any case, we will hopefully I'll be able to notice some of these techniques as we navigate the woods.
Oh, and that's who you wanted to talk to at that place. And she would have been able to find Darren really easy because she's really good. But you just have to go off of what she said instead of what she would say. Because the worm's an ancestor, and it would eat you if you talk to them there. I understand completely. I think I'm getting good at this. And she just wanders away, like whistling and kind of like head in the clouds.
I mean, it adds up.
Oh,
when you get to the bottom, you're good. You got it.
She comes back over to Kaiduna and she says, check this out. So when we were fighting those Sasquatches, I was like, okay, what do I do if one of my friends gets hit or hurt or like is in a bad position? So watch this. And she very quickly grabs a hold of Kaiduna, like surprisingly, and the two of them just switch in a very dance-like posturing as like she is now standing in Kaiduna's position, and she's like, Yeah, I just thought of that last night. And it's like super fast, 1 second, and it looks like, she flips into like a defensive stance, blocking you, protecting you.
Okay, Donna's hair is like swirled around.
I call it a bait. Like the things that fisher people put on their rods. Yeah. That's what I'll call it. Bait.
We are looking for dead people.
Switch. Bait and switch. That's what I'm gonna call it.
It's like you bait them and then you switch it around. That's brilliant, Nama.
Or bait and beat. Because then after I beat them up, I'll think on it. It's workshop.
Are we looking for someone who is dead?
No.
We don't know if they're dead or not.
I don't... Yeah, no. They might be. But we don't know.
People do that. Die and all.
Oh. So we are not going to the circle?
We are not.
Oh. Okay.
Now you look
A
sad.
character, he was gonna use that circle to talk to some motherfucking demons, bitch.
Maybe.
Sorry. I had to get it out.
Oh man, that would have been awesome.
I know.
Right? Oh. We should go to the circle, guys.
Whoa. Hold up. Brian, what the fuck is up with your hit points?
Does he have 100?
No, I have like 170. My computer glitched and it hit
Oh.
14, level 14. I don't know how to change it back.
Oh no.
Well, I guess he's
no,
level
no.
14.
Oh no.
No, I have 178.
I'm okay with that.
I think Marzena hasn't really talked at all because she's been studying her cards very intently. And around this point, she flips up the image.
Hold
of
on
Pup.
one second. I
Sure.
really hate to do this to you, Josie.
That's
Brian,
cool.
Brian, stop hitting stuff. Okay. So far, so good. So right now, if I'm reading this correctly, it says level 7 plus 1. Can you go back all the way to levels?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
let me exit out of this and go back.
Okay, yeah.
Did you multi-class?
No, I did not. I got shitty internet all the way back here. I'm about to move my shit all the way up to the front room.
You should just buy like a 60-foot LAN cable.
I would need 100-foot LAN cable.
Okay, you can get those too.
Yeah, you should be able to buy one of those.
All right.
Yeah, it should only be level 7 plus 1. And then we'll proceed. There's
Plus
that.
1.
Character
I almost have
commander,
100
Level
guys.
7 plus 1.
Proceed to ability score, increase feats. Is that how you want to do that? Plus 1 strength, plus 1 constitution?
Yep.
Okay.
Boom, boom.
We know what
Well,
he's specking into, guys.
You definitely you take your time. You can look up the list of paladin spells and just take your time there, as far as which ones you want.
Yep. But it still shows I have like 178 hit points.
Yeah, I'm wondering what you did.
John, do you know how to do anything with that?
Yeah, easy math.
Before leveling,
Easy
point-
math.
What's your con modifier?
Before the
47.
upgrade plus 1, it'd be 19.
No, your con modifier.
It'd be plus 4.
Oh.
Plus 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your total hit points is 84.
84.
Did
So
you
how do I put that down?
Did you include the tough feat?
Oh, did not.
That'd be an extra 16.
178.
No, it's not
100 even.
Okay, cool. That actually does sound about right. So let's.
Gotta get my con up, you guys.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just.
Well, hold on. While you're doing math behind the scenes, Josie was role playing. What were you
Right.
doing? Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, so she would have just like flipped up the image of a cup, and it's very clearly empty and upside down. And having just kind of caught the tail end of the other two's conversation, she kind of like turns her gaze over towards Kaydana and just says very softly,
I am so sorry for your loss. It is not a good sign today. Whoa.
and she starts packing up her things as she does so.
Okay, Dunake's getting called the fuck out.
Well,
She's
I'm
still
pretty sure Balro happened in the very first session.
Nama has
True.
no idea that she's affected you in any way.
Yeah, Balro got called out in the first session.
That's true. He was eating humanoid, so. And pooping a lot anyway.
What's really funny, Zizo, is that I actually did roll the cup. Like I rolled for what card I picked, and I rolled it. So when I heard that combo, I was like, oh,
Not the cup.
yeah, the cup.
Upside down.
And reading the room, she was just like, ooh, I think it's Kaydana. But then she would also kind of like, after she's finished packing up her things, she would turn to Nama and say,
This is not a very
Damn.
good sign. Unfortunately, we should be very careful. I will cast spell.
and before, once we're all ready to go, she would cast Pass Without Trace.
What was the sign yesterday?
What did I roll the last time?
No, Nama's asking Marcena, what did you get yesterday?
Oh, she kind of like crunches her face for a second. And then she starts looking
It was
through her
good,
cards.
wasn't it? She says, kind of like flippantly, and then she goes, so being attacked by a massive snake and attacked by Sasquatches is good. Holy crap, we should probably just dig a hole and get in there with Balro.
She
If
holds
it's gonna
up.
be worse than that.
It's so funny. She holds up a picture of a cross, and it looks kind of like what farmers would use for their scarecrow. And she holds it up and says,
It's a
So,
farmer.
it was
"Or ooh, peasants use when they're planting
No,
things."
we don't plant.
You're definitely. Yeah.
someone
Well,
plant-
I mean,
Hunter-gatherer.
Gatherers.
Right?
you're
Damn.
aware that there are.
They can use magic,
people
but they
that
can't
do
plant. I understand.
Planting
Okay.
is-
The cross she pulls up then kind of looks reminiscent of something that people might have used for marking body tombs.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, and she kind of looks at it and she says,
Well, the thing is, Nama, this is not really a bad sign, but it is not a good sign either.
Hold on. So that's what you pulled, though, from that stack of things, right? So, like,
she nods her head.
what if I pulled one? Would it be different, or would it always be the same? Is your fate tied to the card that you pull, or am I entwined with your fate now? Like, because maybe it was my bad day yesterday that caused snakes and Sasquatches. Or looks over at Balro, and the camera zooms in on Balro, and he's like, "Hey." And Nama's like, or maybe it was him. Maybe he's the bad omen.
She looks really actually like happy. Like the more you talk about this, the happier she gets. And toward the end, she's just laughing.
Oh, Nama, I love your enthusiasm for the stars. They would love to hear such news. No, you don't understand.
Wait,
I am an arbiter. I observe the cosmos. I do not affect it. So I only can tell you what happens. I don't really control anything.
she kind of stops and raises her hand for a second. Wait a minute. Okay, you don't talk to the ancestors. You talk to the stars?
She nods her head like this is completely normal.
But they're not even there right now. She points up at the sky in the morning. How are you talking to them? They're gone. They don't come back until night.
She smiles and she pulls out the image of a sun It's on one of her cards.
You see the sun? When we are at night, it is still there. It is just not visible to us. It is same with stars. They are still always there. They just go to sleep when the sun is awake.
Yeah, but how do you talk to somebody when they're sleeping?
Well, that is why.
And she smiles again.
That is why I use these cards. You see, because they tell me what they mean without me having to talk to them directly. You see, if I had to be directly talking to them, that would take so long.
Okay, well then that goes back to my first question, which was, if your fate is bad, she points at the thing, grave, then is that for you and you alone, or is that for us as a group?
Again, she kind of nods.
It depends. It is, I ask questions, I connect, and when I start my day, I like to think about what might happen. And since we are all here together, you are right. What you do would affect it. So if one of you leaves, perhaps the stars will change. But for now, I can only see what is around me right at this moment.
And at that, she kind of looks around.
Where is little Ragman? He should be here too.
She kind of nods and says, well, I was going to say, if it was against you, then yesterday, it's very confusing. Stars, ancestors. She kind of just starts walking away, and she kind of comes back over to you, just, I wanted to tell you about something really important. So if we're being attacked by Sasquatches again, she very suddenly grabs a hold of Marzena and switches positions with her, very similar to what she did with Kaidana. I'll do that really quick, and I'll stand in the way.
Marzena, having been manhandled, just kind of like turns her head to the side and like
Woman-handled.
She kind of like looks at where her arm used to be touching her shoulder.
All right. Yes. Right.
Okay.
And then just kind of like holds up a shaky finger.
Well, just in the middle of a fight, if I do that, like, don't kind of squirm like you did just a second there. Like, I'm not trying to hurt you or anything. I'm trying to save you. You know?
She kind of nods and says,
right. I just I haven't been touched in a very long time. And she
Bellis will absolutely hug her.
Nama goes,
it's okay.
I'm sorry.
They can cuddle.
I should have asked and explained what I was going to do. Sorry. Well, okay. But yeah, if that happens, that's what I'll do. And then she goes, okay. And I'll think a lot about the stars today. Well, let's go find the... She just starts walking off, and you can still hear her.
As she's walking off, Marzena just kind of calls out,
the stars are just footprints of the universe.
You see her stop. And like, it's like the gray shadowing, like, you know, like the anime gray shadowing. And she becomes even more confused. You can see like the muddled signs appearing above her head.
Oh my God.
She has no idea how that works. There's 30 questions I can think of right off the bat that would be like, how do you talk to footsteps? How do you talk with those?
right?
You were asking about the Ragman. He'd
Diff.
still be like the little pile of rags that he was when he went to bed the other night. But if you were to like look over it, you would see that it's like just like the very top part of his head has formed, and you can just see like his eye.
Good
in
morning.
The top of the bundle of the rags. It's like he poked out his little head just to like watch you guys and listen to you guys talk. And so yeah, you look over in his direction, and he's just been kind of checking you all out.
Interesting. So I can take it that it's that we saw the eye, or I should say, when we all rose with the dawn, that's when we noticed that he started to look at us.
Yeah, when you guys started like getting up and making noise and talking to each other.
Has
Right,
Balrog
on that
and
note,
Ragman...
Marzena would
have we...
Oh, sorry.
No. I'm sorry. Go.
Or I was just going to say, you would all notice that, unfortunately, our dear friend the elk is gone. And Marzena would kind of look a little sad, but then look back in the bag and say,
all right, it returns every night. I can try again.
And she kind of calls into this bag of like loose fabric.
Hello, little elk. Don't worry. I will try to find you.
And she throws out a piece, hoping she gets the elk again.
Nowhere near Nama. He wandered off. Did you get
and
it
which one
again?
is that?
I did!
Yeah.
You just have
Did
to
it-
ask
Yeah.
politely, guys. That's how it works.
Yeah, it's always
The
works with me,
ancestors
that's
are
fine.
with you.
Beautiful.
Of the Irish.
Hey.
We love to see it.
It's beautiful.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was like it shrunk back down to a figurine and tumbled back into the bag, and you just like reach right in and just swing it right back out.
Hold on. Can I name the elk?
Oh, sure.
It's super like out of character. Can we name the elk Stampy? This is
Stampy.
important.
Okay.
Stampy?
Okay, can we?
Sure.
Okay, he's a recurring NPC in the Saga game. He is also an elk.
Oh.
Adorable.
He's lived
That's so
this
sweet.
long.
The second
So he's been around forever.
Stampy's been around forever. Stampy's eternal.
It's the golden age.
Yeah.
She's adorable. Yeah, the second Stampy reappears, Marzena is filled with joy and she immediately hugs it and calls it to Kaydana.
Kaydana, they are back. They came back to see us again.
Oh, I'm so glad to see that Kaydana has like wiped away her little tears and is genuinely glad to see that the elk is back.
We did a number. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
You what?
We did a number on Kaydana.
I know.
Emotional trauma detected.
Emotional damage.
Damage.
Did Balro and Diff ever interact?
Not unless you're
I don't
interested
think
in
so.
buying something.
I mean, Kaydana would have bothered you to see him, but yeah, whether you talked or not, I don't know.
I think Balro would take this chance while we're walking or getting ready to walk to interact with him.
He like throws his bags on his back, and yeah, I guess as you guys like take off, he's
Is he the same height?
Roughly. He's actually kind of, in a way, he's bigger because he's like got all these huge bags on him. But he himself is smaller, and he's like hunched over, so he's a little bit shorter than Balro.
I think Balro would like sort of just shadow him or like occasionally walk up to his side and then just kind of sniff him to see what he smells like.
He smells like dirty clothes. Like
Oh, that's
just dirty
perfect.
clothes and animal furs.
Yeah.
Like a dusty old rug.
Thanks.
Yeah, no, that's the perfect smell. He would then try to like prod him and then just see what's like inside him. It's just like
Prodding him
Balro.
with what?
his finger.
Okay, you do that, and two little pieces of the fabric separate, and your hand kind of goes inside.
Do I feel anything?
Well, it kind of goes right through, like almost up to the elbow, but that's because your arm's not that long. And Diff is immediately just like, meh! And he like hops off to the side and like shoots you. He's like, meh! Like his little 3-fingered hand. Just
Yeah.
kind of like, meh!
Hearing that interaction, Bellis would look over and be like, Balro, do not touch what is not yours, or there will be no uppies.
Hey, Balro, out of nowhere. I gotta show you something really important. She grabs the top of his head, leapfrogs him, and like jumps into his position after moving him into her position. If you're being attacked and you need a second to get away from it all, let me know and we'll do that.
That will not be necessary.
Okay.
He's just gonna walk up to Diff and just be like, "What are you?"
Be nice.
This is
He
me
is
being
our
mad.
new friend.
Oh man, I'm not sure if we'll get into it tonight, but I hope he does some goofy shit.
Well,
Balro or Diff?
Diff, I mean, thanks for just giving me the opportunity to make a goofy ass NPC.
I love him. It's your fault. You did this to
That is true.
yourself.
Like, I literally put him in there to just be like, they need to have some sort of like merchant or shopkeeper to interact with.
And now
But
we have
nope,
a son.
coming with us. You're ours now.
he's got
Yep.
he's gotten adopted.
And also the space, like what you felt on the other side was sort of it felt like empty space, but like a cool breeze. Not cold, not like crisp, but just like slightly colder than. Think of it like air conditioning. Like that's kind of what it felt like.
Mimic you.
Okay,
All
got
the
you.
way.
An empty space full of air conditioning.
I like that. Yeah, no, Balrog's just gonna like quizzically just stare at him the entire time because he touched his insides, but there was nothing in there, and he's like, "Why are you cold?"
Bellis dear, make sure Balrog doesn't eat the merchant.
Understandable. I will not let that happen. Literally, like, scoops up Balro and wraps him in does a quick swaddle.
I love how this is like a tutorial to Diff what's going to happen. We are going to pick you up. We're going to throw you around. We're going to like play with you. This is exactly how it's going to work. What we do to Balro, it's going to be identical to that.
Is it sad
like,
that I see him in like a baby Bjorn?
Oh, if we can get a baby Bjorn for Balro, just like this dad that I always see walking his child, and he's just like, there's this toddler that's just like hanging off the front like this.
I love it.
When he gets tired, he just knocks out. All you see is.
Yeah, I've seen that a couple of times. Usually he's just like
So
in
Kaduna
his little
is a
thing,
weaver.
and sometimes he's like, oh, Kaduna is a weaver.
Get to making that baby Bjorn.
As soon as we have downtime.
Hey.
Well,
Yeah,
Well,
Diff seems very-
maybe Diff has one in their little pouch.
You might have you roll for it. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. He watches the whole exchange, like kind of confused. He's not seen anything like this before and doesn't really know what to make of it. Seems kind of nervous, like like maybe I made the wrong decision. Like the village is only right over there. Maybe I could turn around. But then he sees that you like swaddle up Balro, and then Balro's like, just like, oh, okay, it doesn't seem that bad, and he kind of trundles along with you. Actually, after a while, because he's small and he can't move, his little legs are having a hard time keeping up. He's gonna try to either climb on the elk or the goat.
I was gonna say, I think Marzana would immediately call down, seeing him start to lag behind.
Hello, little friends. There is plenty of room up here on our beautiful elk Stampy.
And she'll like lower her quarterstaff to see if he wants to grab it, so she can help.
It takes him a couple tries, but he manages to jump up and grab the end of it.
She slowly raises him up, and I'm assuming Kaydana's on the elk too. Yeah.
Of course.
Perfect. She kind of nestles him in between the two of them.
Once he gets on the elk, he immediately like climbs up onto its antlers.
Aw.
So he's like, as you guys are kind of trundling along, he's like standing up on the top of the elk's head because it's the best view, and he's kind of just like, whoa, oh,
Aww.
like, kind of like looking at things and checking things out from way up there. It's like much obviously like the view from being 2.5 feet off the ground to being like 10 feet off the ground or higher. It's like obviously quite different.
Is that bitch stealing my thunder?
Marzana like pats the elf like softly and whispers to it in Sylvan,
Please be patient with the little one.
and then rubs it again. As they're walking, she's basically like she alternates between like patting it and giving it pets and trying to braid its floof.
The elk.
Yeah, because they have a bit of like a neck mane going on. So
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, definitely. That totally works.
yeah, Marzena. So if you see in Marzena's hair, she has all these like little shells and feathers, and she'll start to do that to the elk as well as they're traveling, just to pass the time.
Nice. It's like the elk now has like a puka shell necklace.
Majestic as hell.
I love it.
Oh, okay.
Onward.
Yep. There's too much going on.
You're fine.
Oh, come on. It's not even, why isn't it?
You can do it. Their boy.
I had the perfect thing, but apparently GIFs work much better on my phone.
Ew, did you really just say that?
Oh, I did. I wasn't thinking. Like I said, too much going on.
He did say
I'm,
GIF.
See, my computer just notified me that I need to free up space.
Oh, I thought it notified you that the pronunciation of the word you said was incorrect.
No, it told me to free up space in my mind.
Fair.
Do less things. Okay, so
Did you mean that one?
Everybody leveled up, and
Yeah.
Yep, that was the one. That is exactly it.
And I leveled up twice since I was behind.
Oh yes, that's fine. As long as everybody's level 8.
Yes, I'm level 8 now. I did it.
So you guys get underway. You guys are, if I remember correctly, you're picking up the trail of Darin.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we're going for the cultists.
Cultist.
Ah, right. So, I will need some, like, Omerda points you in the general direction of like where you'd be like, this would be the best place to start looking. It's not too far from the village. You go past the, you go down past the area where you fought the Sasquatches. And while there's still like blood and plenty of footprints, and even some like bits of fur and stuff lying around, you head down further into the region where you saw the apes like chase them into the woods and stuff. You see signs of great violence, but you don't see any bodies anywhere. And so you need to move beyond this to get to the place that Omerda was referring to. So you reach this clearing. From the get-go, as soon as you enter this clearing, it's easy to identify various tracks. Some fresher than others. There's some human tracks that look to be several days old, but there's also some human tracks or humanoid tracks that seem to be relatively recent. Now, with that being said, you're not sure whose is whose. So what I'm going to need is some survival checks if you want to track anything, and Kaidana is going to have advantage.
Survival.
Well,
Marzena
actually,
can roll for that.
let's make it survival, nature, or perception. Your choice, but only one.
Okay. A different result for which one, though, right?
Yes, they'll be in relation to different things.
Cool. Atop of our beautiful elk friend, I think Marzena would offer her services and roll for some survival. Ugh. She's too distracted with her beautiful elk.
I think I got a 25 with my advantage, though.
You did.
Oh, you give all of us advantage?
No, I got advantage.
Oh, sorry. We have both. Sorry.
Ancestors. I love it.
You can't take Kaidana's heartbreak.
Hashtag ancestors. And
sad ancestors. Sad ancestors.
I mean,
You know what? I'm gonna roll for the elk because she's a good girl.
I got
roll.
5.
On it.
Barrow's looking for Sasquatches. He doesn't see any Sasquatch footprints.
In all the
quote,
wrong
but-
places.
Yeah. So he's looking for Sasquatches, and he does not see a single Sasquatch footprint, and he keeps looking everywhere.
Selic is so much better than me in every way.
It's
the elk-
Stampy.
Yeah, it's not going to tell you anything. Yeah,
I know.
The elk and the goat are exempt, but
Stampy
He's like-
Legacy.
the elk saw something, but he's not telling.
I get more first so he won't be like. Anyway.
Right. So, survival. As you guys like start spreading out and like kind of canvassing the area, you guys are looking for different things. So what are you looking for with that roll, or would you like me to kind of fill it in for you?
Signs of tracks.
Yeah.
Wait, are you
definitely-
saying? Wait, are you asking everyone, or who are you
Yes.
asking?
I mean, I'm kind of assuming what K Dunna's looking for, but
Okay.
I don't like assuming on
Okay.
behalf of
So
players.
I think John rolled first though, and he got a 16.
Yeah.
Or do you want to take mine because it's higher?
I mean, so John Nama's gonna find something. K Dunna's gonna find something.
I'm
Marzen is
looking.
gonna find less something.
I'm
So-
looking for tracks of people, and I'm also looking for telltale signs of the red grasps versus non-red grass. It's the assumption of Nama that the only people that would be in this area, based on what we've had described to us, that are not red grasps would be the cultists of the worm. So if I can find out where they are, I can destroy them. Did you hear that? Did you hear what he said?
Your cat is so cute.
He said-
oh
he
my
said-
god.
He can see me on the TV, and so he's like, "Oh, I can get 2 pets." That's not how
Double
that
the
works.
pets.
That's funny.
His little face though.
So
Stupid.
yeah, Nama, you look around and you're like, okay, that's a game trail. That's a game trail. You're like, from what you know of Darn, you suspect this particular trail is the one he would probably take.
hmm
And there's a few like kind of weathered half prints that you feel confident might be his. You head a little ways down this trail and you very quickly see things like you see discarded like broken arrowheads that you would immediately as soon as you pick them up, you know that these belong to Darn. You literally envision like seeing him sitting down and making these arrows by hand.
You don't sit on the keyboard, baby.
And
That's not
then
what we do. That's not what we do.
you proceed a little bit further and you see the remains of a trap that was clearly sprung and there's blood on it. And judging by the blood on the ground, you're guessing that it killed whoever tripped it. But you also know that out here, a dead body out in the open doesn't last very long.
Yeah. And I would also know that because of our name, we are trappers. That's like one of our things. So this is us. Is this an us trap or is this a not us trap?
Oh no, this is definitely an us trap.
Okay. So I would point this out in exuberant tones to Kaidana, and then I'm done.
Right. And Kaidana on a similar vein, you head down the same trail, but you also kind of split off. You see something else off to the side that kind of catches your attention. And you find what looks like a snare, like a snare that's designed to like yank somebody off their foot and hang, like suspend them upside down. It appears to have been cut, but there is blood on the ground as well as a few remaining bits and pieces of what could have been a person, as well as large predator prints. As you begin kind of reconstructing the scenario in your head, you imagine somebody got caught in the snare and they made a lot of noise, and something came along and ate them. You also find so remembering something that this huntress used to do, and something that they communicated to you was a way that like hunters kind of leave messages for each other out in the wild. You start looking around and thinking to yourself like what might be a good spot for one of these. And you walk over to like there's a large like old growth tree with a bunch of hello?
Yeah, you're still there.
Okay.
We hear you.
Somebody
No,
just
someone
dropped
jumped
over
in.
the thing.
Oh,
And
no.
anyway, so large old growth tree with a bunch of shrubs around the base, and you walk over and you kind of pull some branches aside, and you can see behind the shrubbery is a it looks like someone has kind of like scratched. They revealed an area of wood, and then they scratched a simple message into this fresh patch of wood. It appears to be colored with blood, so you imagine whatever they used to carve this message had blood on it. And while it's not really using words, it is using pictograms that you are familiar with because you understand the native tongue. And the meaning of the message appears to be Underhill safe. Or basically like a safe spot that's under a hill. You don't know what this means, but it might mean something to Nama.
Yeah, Kay Dunna would immediately communicate that to the group.
Do I recognize the hand? Like the I mean, I've seen people write, but I recognize like the writing style.
I mean, this would be something you've seen him do before.
Okay.
It's not really like carving something into wood is not something that lends
Sure.
itself a lot of nuance. But especially like the pictograms, those in particular you would recognize as like something that the red grasp hunters commonly use.
Got it. So then, yeah. And regarding the safe under a hill, I would assume that means
That is one of the you immediately recognize what he's referring to. It's like one of the common safe areas that hunters use when they're out and about.
okay.
And you know that it's not too far from here.
Yeah, I say let's move it. I know where we're going.
So you know where that spot is. So let me see. Marzena, with your 12 survival, you notice that there are definitely a lot of fresher humanoid footprints. If you had to guess, they might have been sometime last night or perhaps early in the morning. That came through this area recently. You can't really make out a number, or but you have a pretty good idea of like the direction they were heading. And if you had to guess, it was somewhere off in this general direction.
What a
Yeah.
Barrow's 5 perception.
She would share that with the group for sure.
Oh yeah, Barrow's 5 perception is that he is dead set on finding Sasquatches, and even though he doesn't find any sign of them, he keeps looking.
He does.
Right. So you're looking for Sasquatch footprints, you don't find any.
Damn.
So, Aiden, with your 20 survival, you would you notice the same footprints that Marzena did, and what you know that she did not recognize was you can see that like how many there were, and as well as what direction they went in, and not only that, but you have identified the trail well enough that you think you would be able to do a pretty good job following it through the forest. But that trail appears to go in a different direction than Nama and Kaiduna are currently indicating.
I say to the group, hey, there are multiple footprints going this way. I think we should check out this trail.
The footprints don't strike me as hunters or anybody Red Grasp related, right?
Mm-mm.
These have to be the cultists. Or some other group that I don't know, I'd say to Aiden. I'm pretty sure that Kaiduna has helped me find exactly where, well, I'll be completely honest. Kaiduna has found where Darren is, or perhaps the ancestor did, or the stars might have helped. Point is he's over this.
I don't know anymore.
He's over this way, and if we can go find him, then we can make sure he's safe. And I'll let you know that Darren is a really good fighter. He's probably better than me. So if we can find him, he can help us deal with the cultists. What does that word mean, anyways? She says. She kind of like. Cultist. She starts wandering back to Kaiduna.
Hey, I got a question for you.
What's cultist mean? Why? Why?
Does
Like
it,
a toddler.
doesn't it mean salt of something?
Bad people.
Like a good seasoning on the meat.
Oh, honey, I think that's cumin.
What is a cumin?
Not to be confused with a human.
She looks over to Belith and says, "Bad people." That makes the most sense. I don't trust Balrog's cooking advice. Okay, let's go.
I don't think he's ever cooked, but what do I know?
I mean, it could mean the same thing. It's just to him, that's accurate.
The human on the human.
Maybe he thinks cooking means killing.
Well, we know that's true.
He's just swaddled up there with his little fingers coming out of the blanket. He's like,
I'm being completely honest.
okay.
I know two things right now. One of those things is Balrog's again. The other thing is I can beat ass. These are the two things that I am fully 100% sure of.
That is true. And if your friend is any stronger than you are, then he must be very strong.
We should save him. Help him.
Yes.
Okay, let's go. And we'd start heading on to that hill.
Yes.
Nama. Well, if your friend is dead, can I eat him?
We are not eating anyone,
Hold on,
Balrog.
Hold on. This would be the first time you've actually seen Nama's face like twist into anger, and she slaps Balrog full across the mouth.
I will allow it.
If you want the damage, it's
No, I'm not gonna do
okay.
the damage.
I don't really want to do damage. It's more for
No, I don't
the
want
pop.
to. Yeah, and I mean, if Nama wanted, it like there's a vast difference between Nama wanting to cause.
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely trying to just catch him like in his statement, and I look dead into his eyes, and I say, "If you ever ask to eat somebody that I care about again, it'll be the last time you utter a single thing, okay?" And she turns and she starts heading back towards the hill with that same look of determination and concern.
Damn!
Balrog just looks hurt.
That was motherfucking poppin'. That was so good.
Yeah, you've asked to
Sorry,
kill.
Balrog.
You've asked to kill people or eat people before that she didn't care about. This is the first time you've asked to eat somebody that she
True.
cares about.
Seeing this exchange from atop her elk, Marzena just shuffles through her deck until she finds the cross, and she holds it out in
Oh god!
Aura's direction. And after a moment, just says,
This is what she wants to do to you. For your reference, when humans die, we like to bury them and put cross. It is more respectful.
And she kind of like passes the card down to him, but the second it leaves her hand, her eyes are on nothing but the card until it's returned to her.
Like, don't you dare eat it.
No, exactly. Like laser focus. She does like hand it to him, but one of the it's not a
Wow.
generous handoff.
No, I just had
Yeah.
I just had a crazy thought. So, okay, it's basically like a tarot, right? The deck that
Yeah.
you have? Okay.
Mhm.
That's really interesting because the cross in question, I'm wondering in this proto-civilization, because the Warring Triumvirate is still a thing that's real. It exists. People haven't codified it into great churches or religions, but the Church of Atavius has a cross as its symbol, the Atavian cross. I'm wondering if the cross on your thing is still that, and the rudimentary reason why it's the case is people buried their dead. The Atavian cross is an arrow that points upwards to the sky.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like it's a directional path for them to go to the stars, and that's why you have it on your cards. Like it's a grave symbol. That's super rad.
Too much has happened in the past 5 minutes.
I fucking love this. Yeah, so many cool things are happening too fast. Throw us into a fight so we can kill something, please.
Balro just eats people. There's no such thing as burying or desecration for him.
Understood.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's more of like an Ashtar mentality, though.
After probably not a full minute has passed, she snatches the card back and says,
All right, now you saw it.
and puts it back in her bag and climbs back up the elk.
No more.
No one else touches her cards. Yeah.
I almost did. I was gonna reach out and try and pull one to see what I would flip, but I
He would slap you in the face.
fair
And
enough.
miss.
Is cool.
And miss.
No, you'd hit. Like what?
And it just wouldn't do any. It would do less than 1 damage, like when she tried to hit you with the stick.
But usually, like with a slap, it causes the face to move. Yours would just be. She would just be like, "What?"
She pulls her hand away because her hand got hurt.
It's like throbbing. Blah, blah.
Ah,
Yeah.
it's like the classic. Like, smack! Ow!
Ow.
Oh, dang!
She turns to Kajana, can you heal me, please?
I almost killed myself on that one.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
Dunno right now is kind of, I don't know why I do this to myself, but I'm back in the mom mode. And Kate Dunna is concerned about Balro
Oh.
and him getting, I mean,
Educated.
yeah, I mean,
Pretty
the
much,
concern is kind of oh, my poor dumb baby, kind of that kind of look.
My poor dumb baby.
But she's not the type to carry candy around to make him feel better, but she just is giving him that look you shouldn't have gone there, but you did.
It's like, and what did we learn? Don't eat
Do not.
people.
No. We learned not to eat people that others care about.
That would
Wait,
be a
wait,
lot
did
of
Balro say this
people
aloud?
then.
Yeah, why not? I mean, if someone asked him, what did we
Oh.
learn? Probably be like that.
Balro, the ancestors care about everyone. Every humanoid is beloved by their ancestors.
So
Think
we
about
do not
that.
eat them.
So, I genuinely stormed off and started heading toward the hill. If everyone's following,
We're
Oh yeah, we following.
Hey, Kaduna and Marzana are all up on that elk, just, hanging
Totally.
out.
And our elk is
Braids.
speedy, so our elk would catch up to whoever
Oh, for sure.
went ahead. Yeah.
And Bellis is carrying Balro.
And
Braiding,
Zip is just chilling.
providing
Yeah.
educational wisdom.
Yeah, while we're walking, I'm pretty sure Balor is just looking up at Kaduna and what was his name?
Oh,
Marzana?
May
Marzana.
Marzana, I'm sorry. And then he's just like, so we do not eat the cared ones?
Marzenek is a little surprised that Balrog's talking to her, and she kind of looks down and is like,
Oh, no. We don't really like to eat people because people care about them. Like Kedana said, if you are hungry, you can try this.
and she reaches into her bag and pulls out like a little sprig and then casts a good berry. And as she does so, she eats one herself because she hasn't eaten yet today, and then looks around.
Is anyone?
Oh, it brushes back, grabs one real quick, and then snaps back to.
He's gonna reach out from his little like. He's wrapped up, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
So he's gonna reach out with his little hand. He's just gonna. He's
Where's
gonna
that
grab
other
one.
All swaddled. Nom, nom, nom.
He's gonna grab one. He's gonna look at it intently.
Marzena looks a little disgusted, but also like, this is what I created, so she's accepting it. So then she
I mean, to be fair, it's the first fruit and/or vegetable that he's
ever
eaten.
eaten. That's true.
He's
It's true.
finally learning.
Like small victories.
What does it taste like?
What is it? The good berry?
I
Yeah.
feel like it's like a
It's
blueberry
extremely
or
potent.
raspberry.
You're supposed
It's
to be
like a
very
berry.
satisfied.
Okay.
This is progress.
So if it satisfies a cannibal, does that mean it tastes like meat or berries?
Did you ever see the Adventure Time episode where Finn ate soy-based human?
No, I didn't.
Okay, well, it's
I
kind
don't
of
remember this one.
Where he ate what?
Soy-based human.
Soy-based humans.
Yikes.
The
Because it
fuck?
was like in the Adventure Time world, he's like the only human left.
Oh, okay, got you.
It's apparently because humans were a delicacy and like all the fantasy creatures ate them.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, like
Whose
poplars from
childhood
Futurama.
did I just ruin?
Everyone's.
What a good episode.
Okay, so I'm assuming it's like it doesn't taste like meat, but it's a substitute. I'm assuming.
It's like it's savory and satisfying.
You like
Okay,
instantly feel very full. And she would also make sure to give one to Bellis and like Aiden and everyone. And since she creates 10 of them, she would give one to the goat and one to the elk.
So how many are left after giving to everyone?
She would also give one to the Ragman, so there would be one left at the end.
He takes the extra one.
I don't know if would the Ragman eat it or would he just kind of look at it?
He ate the mushroom, like
Oh,
yeah,
right.
he ate the mushroom last time.
kind of just like he just like throws it at himself and it like falls in the cracks between the cloth and disappears. It's like when you drop something on the couch and you literally can't ever find it again.
Oh, he's like a
True.
piggy bank. Adorable.
True.
Actually, yeah.
Right?
Like, he is just a tiny little sofa full of change.
Please don't break him.
Adorable.
I mean,
Yes,
we're gonna
it
have
is.
to break him if we need change.
No.
How else are you gonna get the change out? That's what I had to do to my couch.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, seeing that
So, yeah.
Balrog is like reaching for the last remaining one, Marzena would like toss it over happily, and seeing him garble it up, she'd actually kind of snort a little bit and then whisper to Kedana,
Do you think it's kind of cute?
Kedana would give. Well, like I guess we're realizing now that Kedana's not good at hiding her emotions, so she would be like trying to hide like revulsion. Oh, maybe a bit.
she just kind of shrugs and says,
Well, it's nice to see that he's getting along with the others now. I was a bit worried because
she kind of pauses for a second.
not everyone is so good with lower life forms.
Yeah, you call him a lower life form, but you definitely get the impression that he's like like a weird magical mistake. Like, this is not a natural thing. This is like someone somewhere somehow cast a spell. Maybe. You don't know.
Broke the
But-
arch of time.
Yeah, you're just like, whatever this is, like, it really should not be here.
Existing.
But while it's here, it seems to be
Adorable.
mostly harmless and adorable. Yeah.
Right? Yeah, she kind of thinks about it for a
Harmless?
second, right?
Oh, Balro is definitely not harmless.
Balro
But...
is not
Oh, no.
harmless.
I'm sorry, I
Diff.
thought you were talking about Diff.
Oh no, Balro.
Honey, we're talking about Balro
We're
here.
talking about Balrog.
Oh.
Yeah, Balro, definitely not harmless.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Uh,
Rosanna definitely
probably
just said Balro was kind of cute.
That's adorable.
yeah. But she also
Like-
said he's a lower life form in the same sentence. So
That's-
Yeah,
True.
that's where you lost me.
True.
That's where I was like, oh yeah, you're talking
True.
about Diff.
yeah,
Like he's sort of just laying there in the swaddle, just thinking. He's like looking up at the sky and just like,
It's
maybe
good
I should not eat
contemplation.
people.
Cool.
Before
So,
we move on, I have one last thing. Sorry, I had to get it out. It's been in my head. So, like the last thing Kaydana will say on the topic is, it's true that eating people is wrong because it hurts others, but most importantly, it's wrong because the ancestors say so. And that's it. I'm done. Okay.
I love it. Like, I feel
Can't
like in the
argue with
modern
that.
era, there needs to be like a resurgence in ancestor worship, and there's like,
There are a number
mean,
of
there-
cultures that ancestor worship
Like-
still, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm
It kind
in.
of still is.
like, oh, we must return to the old ways.
Soon.
Dune.
No. It said soon.
Oh,
Soon.
soon.
All right. Sorry, I'm so many.
Under the
things to
hill.
manage. Right. Under the hill. So
Under
as
the
you guys
sea.
are. So from the.
Oh, I'm not supposed to eat this.
Why would you?
Is it peanut?
Nope. It's got corn in it. Oops. I can't have
Girl, we have a no corn zone.
I'm sorry, it was hot sauce.
Is it something you're deathly allergic to?
No, but I just had a really bad reaction yesterday where I slept for 13 hours and I don't want to go back.
I don't know, that sounds pretty
But it's the
dope.
Diablo sauce from Taco Bell.
It's probably not that bad.
It's
I'm
a
gonna
no
move you guys
corn
to the-
zone.
I'm gonna
I
move you
was
guys to
putting it on my fish.
You're putting
I
us
need
on the
to
map.
know- Yeah, I need to know if you guys can see anything. 'cause right
Can't
now
see anything yet.
It doesn't look right.
So far, nothing.
Right.
Oh
Just,
no.
just a heads up. I took mobile so I can get around a bit more fastly as my feet for 8th level, and I used retraining to get that bait and switch so we can be more defensive.
Nice.
Just letting you know if we get in a fight.
So can you go 40 feet now or 50?
40.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, I
pugilists
should have
don't get
taken
monks.
that.
Pugilists don't get monk speed.
Gotcha. I
you
see
guys-
the map.
Okay, cool.
In all honesty,
go ahead.
with the-
Spread yourselves out however you want as you guys head like.
where are we
come to
headed?
the region.
Mushrooms.
You are. So you're coming from roughly this direction, and you're heading in roughly this direction.
Oh,
Okay, so
So
then I would
basically,
probably be as far
Kind
forward
of
as I
heading to
could
the
be.
area this way. So yeah, you guys come through the woods. This is an area that Nama, you have not personally explored. You've never seen these ruins before. But yeah, as you guys kind of come through and you walk past these rocks, you would immediately notice these ruins. Some of these forms seem more apparent than others. This is definitely. Whoops. This right here is definitely a statue of a person that seems like they are reclining and possibly like meditating or maybe participating in some kind of ritual. You're not sure. It just seems like a figure sitting there with their legs crossed and their hands resting on their knees.
And I'm not unfamiliar with ruins. Like, obviously, I don't know anything about the peoples. I just know that they're
Right.
left behind by. I
Does
suppose Nama would
Balro
base.
recognize-
Nama, as she's like thinking about this, goes, "The ancestors." Looks over at Kay Dunna and says, "It all makes sense now." She kind of looks at the statue. I get it.
It's like, again, you're so close.
The note at the bottom, it just says she doesn't get it at all. She doesn't get it.
Does Balro recognize any of these statues?
No.
Okay. Just making sure.
Bellos
said,
would kind of look at him.
The statues?
Yeah.
The features are a little weathered. This statue over here that's reclining doesn't seem to have a face. The features on this one are kind of weathered, but you seem to think it's like a crudely made dog. Like perhaps indicative of a companion of whoever this might be. This looks like it fell from a much larger statue, but looking around, you can't really identify anything that looks like it might have been the rest of it. And then obviously there's like a few broken pillars and stuff, so you're not really sure what to make of that. And then these old faded flagstones. So it looked like maybe at some point this was like some sort of perhaps like an open air pavilion or like temple of worship maybe. But whoever created this, these ruins have been here a very, very long time. There's like stuff growing on them. Like I said, the features have worn away. So you don't really have a whole lot to work with.
Okay.
Yeah, with a 12 and a 10 religion roll, you can't really tell a whole lot.
Is there anything here? Can we? Is there anything here that would let us know which way? To find the cultists?
No. Nothing looks recently disturbed.
Is everyone like in the group kind of stopping and reverently like looking at this stuff? Okay, so she kind of
Balro's
stops,
being carried.
and you can see her kind of like ahead of everyone because she was trying to keep in front and lead. She kind of stops, and you see her kind of start kicking the dirt. Then she turns back around and walks over, and she kind of looks at it, you know. And then she jumps up onto the dais, and then she's going to start climbing up the statue onto the back of it, and then she's going to leap off of that onto the rocks behind it and climb up onto this like ridge here. And then she's going to start looking out from a higher vantage point to see if she can see the hill.
As soon as you
Oh.
get up there and start looking around, you see a pack of gnolls approaching from that direction.
Oh, these boys about to get their butts whipped.
And pack of gnolls approaching from that direction. And the motion of you like kind of clambering up there and like springing up onto the top, like it does not escape them, and they immediately like, and they like look up to see what all the commotion is about, and you're like, you see them, and it's like, and they're like, oh shit, and you're like, oh shit, and yeah, they start running forward.
Well, they about to start running
I cued the
away.
fight music.
Yeah, I'd say it's past 9:30. Do we want to get into this at this point?
We can stop halfway and then, you know, go through it.
Yeah.
Or if it carries over a little longer, we can do that too if everyone.
Let's
Yeah.
go to 10:30.
We did
Oh,
start
I
a bit.
don't
We
know.
did start a little bit late.
I was gonna say we started a bit late, so I'm cool going.
That's fair.
Girl, I'm on vacation, so
Oh yes, he's all in vacation mode.
So before
understood.
combat starts,
You need like a
they-
tropical shirt on.
I do.
this is probably not going to be. Whatever.
Yeah, that's fair. Fair point.
Sorry, that was me talking to myself without muting myself first.
That's me being a turkey.
So you said to open up character sheets for tokens was
Hold shift while you've got the token clicked, and then double click it.
cool.
Oh,
There's
there's
that.
a lot of protein.
How high are these rocks?
Give me 1 second. I
Sure.
will answer that question for you.
You know what else
Oh.
has a bunch of protein? Gnolls!
Mhm.
True.
So.
Just so you know, the elk might not do anything. I only roll just in case it gets provoked.
Fair.
Oh, man.
Oh
Don't-
yeah.
Stampy's not gonna stamp.
Because the
Stampy,
weird
no
thing is, like,
stamping.
Stampy's very friendly to all of us, but I don't control him, so he'll only get violent if people start shit with him first.
He'll move if you want
Laurel's
him
gonna
to.
question who he can eat now.
Exactly.
Well,
Mm.
those gnolls.
Gnolls are humanoids, right?
Yes.
Kinda. Marzena views them as lesser. So.
Oh wow, jeez.
Yeah.
So
Marzena's a little.
Racist?
So
Surprise.
I mean,
They're
As-
humanoid.
okay, so these rocks,
Yeah.
I'd say from basically the point you're at to like here, that's ground level,
Mm-hmm.
would be about like, think of it as they're about 40 feet off the ground where
Okay.
you're at right now. Actually, you're at the peak, so that's probably closer to 50 if you want to
Okay.
go straight down to the bottom of the statue.
But this is a descent, right? Like this is a descent down,
Yeah,
and this is a
Yeah, yeah,
descent
yeah.
down. Okay,
yeah, you would definitely be able to. Nama's definitely nimble enough to
got it.
pick her way down there.
I immediately upon getting up there, and the gnolls seeing me and me seeing them, I'm literally pointing and yelling, so no one's surprised.
Right. But they do
Gnolls!
immediately start running, so they're gonna move closer.
Do I get an action as well?
It's
Well, a
sort of
movement.
like while you're yelling,
Oh,
so it's like
well, I mean,
there's like an
Okay.
there's like an instant where it's like,
that's fine. I'm not going to try and
hey, yeah,
argue.
because it was for you seeing them where you saw them was more for flavor as opposed
Yeah.
to where they're gonna get started.
Gotcha.
So they seem to be kind of spreading out, so maybe heading to different people. All right. 1 second, we'll get to work. Trying to click and move, and I'm just clicking and dragging. Cool. So yeah. So you yell to them so they're not surprised, and then moving to the top of the initiative, we'll start with this guy. This creature looks like a gnoll, but seems larger and beefier. It will start moving towards. Yeah. Moves up here. And it looks like it's trying to like clamber up the rocks to get to Nama. And it seems like
Do they have it in
holding
silhouette?
position.
Do they have it in silhouette? Is it like high enough that they can see it now?
No, because it goes down, so actually they can see you, but then the rock starts going down, and so it's on the other side of the rocks.
Got it. I was just wondering if there was at an angle high enough that I could see it coming over the ridge.
I got you. Well, I think once it gets
Gets
up to
close,
where it
yeah.
will be, there'll be less obstruction.
That's fine.
And actually, it's gonna have the dash to reach you, but
Cool.
it's gonna ready itself to attack. It looks like it's like it's ready to go.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
And then moving on to Balro.
Hi. Can Balrog make it up there?
It's
What's your
50 feet
movement
up,
speed?
so
If you're raging, you have do you have a climb speed? I don't think you have a climb speed.
No. I'm just
Yeah.
strong as shit.
Yeah.
I don't know if that matters though.
I mean, if you
Could
wanted the dash
you-
and climb, you could probably pull it off.
Or if you hold, well, I don't know. Bellis could like sling you up there. That's an option. She is holding you.
I'm thinking. Let me think. I mean, Balrog just wants to.
yeah, you don't need to be up here with
Murder.
me.
Yeah. So yeah, Balrog would run over here about. I think that's 40 feet. Oh shit.
Yeah, it was 40.
Oh, one more square. Right there. And then as he's running, he's just gonna get angry. He's just gonna, and then he's gonna throw his club at the one right next to him. This one? Oh, this one? No, yeah, that one.
Okay. And what's the So that would be
2060.
yeah. but
20.
When he's raging, that wouldn't give him advantage on an attack with that, would it? 'Cause he's
It's
ranged.
not a.
No,
no.
but if I
Sorry.
if I reckless,
Yeah, if reckless is for melee only. He will get.
oh melee only.
Yeah, he will get rage damage because it's an attack roll with his strength modifier.
Hmm.
Okay,
That's interesting.
Pretty
it really
sure.
is. Okay,
So he gets rage damage, or is it strength-based attacks?
Strength-based attacks. Yeah,
let me
So if
see.
it's advantage with
I'm
strength-based
checking
attacks,
reckless attack to be sure.
Yeah.
Melee weapon attack rolls. Yeah, for reckless attack, and then rage is
Yeah.
Does throwing a javelin count as a melee weapon attack?
no. So it won't count
No.
for it won't count for that, but for rage. Rage specifically says when you make an attack
Oh
roll.
no, melee weapon attack.
Is it melee weapon for rage as well?
Yeah.
No.
Fuck.
Yeah, just start a javelin.
Damn it.
But you satisfy the condition to not stop the rage, so that's good.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so yeah, I'll just throw it at him anyway.
I think I may have made the map a little too big, but that's okay.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Alright, this one's gonna be normal then? No.
Yeah.
This is no.
Normal.
Normal. I don't know what I
Fucked
rolled.
it up.
18.
I fucked it up.
18. Does an 18 hit, sir?
On this one?
Yeah, the one right next to me. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
18
roll
roll.
damage. Roll damage. Minus the rage, just 7 bludgeoning.
Yeah, so they're like kind of charging in, and you see Balrog's just and it's like like it was
Does it
not
land
expecting
next
that,
to
and
him?
yeah, it
Okay,
comes
cool.
across and like hits it right in the face. It yelps like a dog, but the club hits the ground. And the Null seems like embarrassed.
Alright, that's it, sir.
Diff, hearing like the gibbering of the Nulls, and seeing them coming in from both directions, he's like, and he like reaches in his bag.
Pulls out a machine gun.
I love the name of that.
Hold on.
What's in the bag?
Hold on a second.
Is that what Biff just did?
Diff, yeah.
Biff. Yeah.
I want to call him Biff from like Back to the Future for some odd reason. I know I've been quiet all game, but it's Biff now.
It's Biff now.
Or Mimikyu.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no.
What?
I had the list on my phone. Hold on.
Why doesn't he have his phone?
I don't know. Maybe you put it on the charger.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Hey Elizabeth, while we're waiting, check out this emblem.
Ooh. It's a blueberry.
Yeah. Maybe the mystics will know what this is.
A good berry?
Yeah.
You mean the ancestors?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's the
That's
ancestors.
right.
The stars.
Josie, I'm sorry too.
The
Sorry about
stars.
that.
No need to apologize. My girl doesn't even believe in the ancestors, so.
Okay, so.
Josie.
Oh my god, I can't fucking believe this. You guys got the most hilarious one. Okay.
What do you get?
It's a machine gun.
It's from Cyberpunk.
That's fucking hilarious. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
It's a Tsunami Arms Helix from Cyberpunk.
Okay, this is on me. I made this mistake. I kind of just erroneously assumed there was a stat block for a chicken.
Nope.
We got a chicken.
But you can use I think you can use
It's a hot dog.
Raven.
He just pulls it out. He
I
goes,
guess.
Yeah, you can just
Yeah,
do
that's what
Raven.
he does. He's like, "Wah!" And he reaches into his bag and he's just like, "Nyah!" And it's just like, seriously, just a chicken. It like flies into the air and it's like, whoa! It's like flapping around wildly and it sails about 30 feet and then lands on the ground and it's just like,
it's just he from
like
Moana.
so lost.
Hey, from Moana.
Yeah. I love that chicken.
I was like, surely it won't be the chicken. Surely it'll be something cool.
Oh no,
chicken's
it's
gonna
the
attack
chicken. Joke's on us that chicken's actually overpowered.
The chicken is the cool thing, though.
It should have been a goose. Now that would have been terrifying.
Yeah. Fucking goose. Oh no, it landed like right about here. Oh wait, no, it'll be.
They're
right there.
distracted.
Yeah. Now you have a choice: the gnoll or the chicken, Balro. Cool. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do fine. Perfect. Raven is perfect. Thank you, John.
No, the gnoll might be more filling.
Right.
Just saying.
So he like throws out the chicken and he's like, "Wah! Wah! Chicken! Chicken!" Aiden.
It's
Nama
No,
has
it's not
no
me.
idea what that bird is. Sorry, go ahead, Brian.
Is it me?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to cast Ice Storm. Where's the little Digimaflop circle?
Hey, I hate to break it to you, but Ice Storm is a 4th level spell. The only reason you have it is because I think you messed up your character.
Right.
Because of what?
There's no way you have 4th level spells.
Okay, that's cool.
You might have 2nd level spells. Actually, level 8, you might even have.
He's a
3rd.
paladin.
Yeah.
Eighth level. Second level spells.
Yeah, second level, I was about to say.
4 and 3.
Second.
Yep, you have 4
Okay.
first level, 3 second level.
2? I think
Whoa.
they're 3.
Ice Storm. I did not expect that. Wait a second.
You can't do that. That's cheating.
You
I
can't
can't
cast
have
that
Ice
here.
Storm.
I love that they.
It's on my character sheet.
Wait, no, that's way too cool, Brian.
Literally, it's way too cool.
Well,
So I
we
can't
don't have
use
to
it.
go over. We can just go ahead and end the fight here. The Knolls kill us all. That's fair. That makes sense. That makes the most sense.
What if the-
so you're saying
if
I
the
can't
Knolls-
have 4th level spell. Is that where we're
Second level spell is what you have.
second? Okay, cool. Let me. Well, that kind of fucks up my routine here. Let me. I tried, guys. I tried. Let me try my.
We
my
appreciate
moonbeam.
it.
You just ride your goat on in there and start smiting bastards.
True.
It's true. Radius. Yep,
I
we'll
think
try
Moonbeam-
Goatsy into the fade. So me and Goatsy, we're gonna go on in.
That name's not good. We can't stay with that.
I can't remember what we named the goat last time though.
It can't be Goatsy.
Literally anything but Goatsy. Literally.
You're making a
What's
real
wrong with
gaping anus
Goatsy?
of yourself.
One of the things I don't like about riding on, like, having mounted things is that they have their own turn, so
No.
you can't really coordinate your actions with them.
Incorrect. When you're riding a mount, its movement happens when you want it to. It does not move on its turn.
So essentially, its movement replaces yours.
Correct. And its turn
Excellent. That's
goes
that's
after
the way
you.
it should be. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
We could
but then
name
it
the
can
goat
make-
Philip.
So it can't like move twice. It can't move on his turn and then its turn.
Correct.
But it can attack.
Correct.
The only reason it can
Which-
move on
which-
its turn is if its action is dash, then it can move again on its turn.
Mm.
So
Nice.
I can
Um,
ride the goat 40 feet, then attack, right?
If
Yeah,
the goat has a
then
speed
you-
of 40, yeah.
Both your attacks. So 40 feet should get you right about here.
Yeah.
So I can attack.
It can get you into contact with both those guys.
Okay. So that's what I'm
Get
gonna
you
do.
right there.
Yep.
Why does your goat have an AC of 2? That can't be right. It's got to be 12.
My goat is awesome. So we're gonna swingy swing.
It's actually a fat go up too.
I don't even know what that is, and that word
Don't worry
scares
about
me. every time it comes up, people say, "Shut up."
Don't worry about it. You're too young.
Cool. So 17 will hit. 27 will hit. Is this against one or both?
What's that?
Is this against one or both? First attack, which one you hitting?
Just one.
Okay, so first attack, which one you hitting? Roll damage.
That'd be. Oh, I'm sorry.
But,
This
yeah.
one, 9,
Against who?
and then 6.
So
against-
9 against.
Yep, that guy.
Okay. So yeah, you give him 2 solid hits. He's still standing. You
Ah.
see Aiden kind of ride up on their goat and just swinging that hammer like mad and catches this guy
So
across the head with 2 clean blows.
So the goat still can't attack until
On its initiative, which is immediately after yours, because that's how
Right.
mounts work.
Okay, so
It
the
can now
goat will
attack.
then do the charge since it rode in.
Now you make a ram attack.
All right.
So
Which one you
ram,
hitting?
Here we go.
Holy shit! Which one you hitting?
The same one.
Okay.
That's a crit.
Yeah. So
Which means
go
that
ahead, roll the damage, and then roll me an extra 4d4.
Ram.
and then 40
Then an,
So
ex-
that is, yeah.
then an
and
extra.
44.
Extra 4d4.
D4. Hold on.
You can just do /R
He's
space.
got it.
Yeah.
Keep clicking. 3 more. 3 more, Brian. You need to roll 3 more D4s, Brian.
Oh, I'm sorry. There we go.
Okay. Excellent. So we have a total of.
It's a total of
25
25 damage.
Yeah, that's this goat just tramples this thing into the ground.
Perfection.
Hell
is a-
yeah.
Bloody puddle. I'm just gonna mark it with a red pip because I can't.
Good
get
job,
the-
Philip.
can't get the X. So that one's dead. Let me see. That's it for the goat. Moving on to the hunters. So that one's dead. Let me see. This one's going to attempt to charge its way up the rocks. Let me see, difficult terrain is gonna kind of hinder that a little bit. Actually, let me see what their dex is. Yeah, they can manage it. This one gets up here. This one's gonna get about here. Looks like it's readying to make a ranged attack against Nama. These two are gonna charge in on Balro. And then these two are well, they can't really they're gonna have to go around. So that's gonna be about 30 to get there, 30 to get there. They're gonna dash. They don't even seem to notice the chicken. This one's gonna end up right about there. This one's gonna end up right about here. So these two
That's gonna
like
be their downfall.
These two look like they're trying to come in at you guys. And okay, so let's roll some attacks. Okay. So 2 ranged attacks against Nama. 16, 18.
Both it.
You got 9 and 8. So your speed is reduced total 20.
Okay.
Till the end of next. Next, this one in melee is going to make 2 attacks, an 18, 11.
Who's that against?
Against Nama.
How did it attack? It just had to climb 50 feet of rock. It's able to attack after that?
Oh, no, sorry, I miscalculated. I did like a straight line, but you're right, that would be a lot more rock. So that would have...
Dash to get there, probably. Yeah, that's fine.
So, that one, no melee. But
No worries.
I guess I'll go ahead and pass those melee attacks on to the Balro. So, you got an 18 and an 11 coming at you, buddy.
The 11 misses, but the 18
The
hits.
very first time Balro's been missed in a combat.
That's
True.
6 damage. Halves would be
Reduced
3.
to half.
This other one is gonna make 2 attacks on the Balro. I imagine a 12 misses, but a 19 hits.
Yeah.
So that's gonna
Hold
be
on, I'm trying to
11,
do my
Have to
HP
be-
and it's not.
have to be 3. And then last but not least, this one's going to make 1 attack against the goat, 1 attack against Aiden. So against the goat, 11. Against Aiden, 6. Nothing.
Is that the one that I hit?
No, that one's dead. This is the other.
Oh, okay.
I think that's all of them. So
You said the 7 reduced to half was 4?
yeah.
Okay.
Marzena.
Okay, so you know how when Marzena usually casts her spells, she's holding one of her tarot cards, very Sailor Moon, Sailor Mars, I should say. This time she pulls out the gilded flower and holds it in her hand, and in Sylvan she starts whispering an incantation. And a fuming Fae appears. She casts Summon Fae. She upcasts at 4th level, so that this thing can make 2 attacks every time.
Hardcore.
Pretty great.
Oh shit!
You should be able to
Isn't
give
it good?
her a Face Spirit stat block if you haven't already.
One sec.
Was it Face Spirit? You said.
Yeah, Face Spirit, Switch will
Yes.
Surge. You should be able to drag and drop it.
And I think,
Okay.
one sec, I think I can do it. Oh, I need to have it hit though. Why is that just the damage? It needs to
Yeah,
be.
you can. If you want to do it, you can roll a d20 real quick, and you'll add your spell casting attack modifier.
Oh, true. Okay.
So yeah, that probably hits.
19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. That's a 25. Maybe 26? Is it a +8? It's a +8.
Whatever your spell casting attack modifier is, yeah.
8. So they do 12 piercing and 4 force with their first attack. And they get 2 attacks.
Where are they?
You should have that. You should have control of that token.
Oh, thank you. Let me
Anywhere
put
within
them-
90 feet.
Yes, it's anywhere within 90. So I think seeing them start to gang up.
You could go
Oh, well,
here.
they can face step whenever they need to, so that's great. I think they would attack the ones coming close to us right now. So I think this one gets the. I think the spirit's gonna. Sorry, where did the little token appear? The spirit.
There.
Oh, I see. So yeah, I will have manifested them. And then they attack. So the first one hits.
Which one did you choose? Fuming, merciful,
Fuming.
or tricky?
Fuming.
Okay.
Fuming.
Alright.
So they would have got advantage on the first one anyway. But I'm assuming that a 26 hits. And then they get a second attack.
Yeah.
me
So
see
you
if
said
I can-
what was the attack roll? It was a 20.
It would have been a
Yeah, that
27.
Yeah, that's
26.
definitely-
Oh, I need to select melee. That's the issue. Sorry. Let me roll the second attack. Does a 27 hit?
Sorry, what was the damage on the first one? 16?
12 piercing, 4 force. So yes, 16.
Okay, cool. So it's still standing, although it was a grievous injury. Like this face spirit
Right.
pops up and the null's like, what the fuck? And then the face spirit's just like whoosh.
It's getting another 12 damage.
That is enough to kill it.
Great. So the face spirit uses its bonus action to face step away from danger, so they don't get killed immediately. I will put them. Where's my little selecting device? I think I'm gonna put them on this cliffside here. Like they're gonna be standing on this statue thing because they can fly because they're fae. So they're just kind of hovering in that area.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do the math of the hypotenuse to figure
It's
out
30 feet. It can get onto the statue.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool. Yes. That is their turn. Marzena will say to the beautiful elk to move a little closer, though. So they're going to go right here. For now, anyway.
Diff is riding along with it. And he's like, ah! He doesn't understand why we're moving closer. Is that it for Marzena?
He gonna learn how to be a badass bitch.
Yes, that is it for. That
I
is
don't
it
see
for-
anyone else throwing chickens.
It's true.
Kaiduna.
Okay, Kaiduna will stand on the back of the elk and hold up her stone tablet. And in the ancestral tongue, she will shout out, "Grovel, you dogs!"
I love it.
Okay, so I need will saves. This is at 4th level. I'm gonna need a will save from these two guys attacking Balro.
No, don't worry about it.
Okay, never mind then. So, this guy in front of us, this
You knew
guy
whoever
up
that
here
was.
on the hill. Are you look? I'm sorry. Are you looking what at what I'm doing, Chad?
I'm sorry.
Are you looking at what I'm doing, Chad, on the map?
Yeah, you're pointing at something. You're
Okay,
pointing at
so
that
I
guy.
need will save from him, from him, from him, and from him.
Wow, that's. Is it? Oh, they're okay. People you choose. Okay, so let's do the 3 for. You said wisdom save.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Which they failed.
Multiple targets doesn't mean you can do multiple commands. It's just one for all, by the way.
I think that's what I did.
Okay, I was just making sure.
Yeah.
And the command was grovel.
The command was grovel, you dogs.
Very specific. I like it.
We're
Grovel's
not
the
dogs,
command.
we're hyenas.
The Fang got it. He like We're not dogs, we're hyenas. But everyone else is like, oh.
Which I think are also like closer to the feline.
Yeah, we do this every time we
Oh,
fight them.
weird.
So, I'm sorry. When they save, nothing happens. So these little ones, when actually you wouldn't be able to see this one. He's on the other side of rock.
It wasn't.
So I can't see that one.
No, the one in the very back is. somewhere you
Okay,
cannot.
so that's 1, 2, 3.
I knew we'd previously established you didn't see this one either, but I forgot.
So I can't see this one either.
Nope, I went ahead and made the save. You can. You can see enough of them to cast a spell on them.
Okay, so wait, so only these 3 saved.
No.
Right.
So
All these
the-
3 failed.
No. This guy passed. The other ones failed.
And what Chad is saying is you can't see this one, so
You
you
can
can
see this
either that one over here,
Yeah, but that might.
I
be
can't
out of
reach him.
range.
then you could do here or here, or you
Okay,
can
let's-
use those lower level spell slots.
Well, let's do this guy over here next to Balro.
Okay, so he would have failed.
Alright.
Big guy failed. Big guy survived.
Will you mark him?
Yes.
Okay, so that was my bonus action because I can do enchantment spells as bonus actions. And then we're gonna use Sacred Flame on the guy in front of us.
Does anyone hear him lagging?
Was that me?
Yeah.
Am I lagging?
No, it's
Okay.
me. I guarantee it's me.
Oh,
It's
it's
alright.
me.
I need a dexterity
no.
save from
Hold on.
this guy in front of us.
Ooh. I think I saved.
You bitch. Not you, Chad. The Knoll. And that's my turn.
I mean, it's alright. I pulled some dirty moves tonight.
I would not call you a bitch, Chad. Never.
Maybe
I
dirty.
appreciate
No, I'm
that.
kidding.
Maybe
I
dirty.
appreciate
But the Knoll, definitely.
that.
And that's my turn.
And there
I get
goes
that.
Jonah.
So, let me see here. On a save. Oh, so it's like save or suck. Okay.
Yeah.
So he saved, so he's good. That's it for Kadona. Every time I say her name, it's pronounced differently. There's nothing I can do about it.
I want that. I like that. I support that.
So this one runs in on Balro, and this one's gonna run in on Aiden. So it's going to be. It runs in and kind of shoves one of the other gnolls out of the way and like lunges forward to try and bite Balro, and then as it like snaps its jaws and like rears back, it swings forward with its whip a couple times. So gonna have that's against Balro, against Balro, against Balro.
Okay, hello?
Yes.
Hello.
Does a 15 hit Balro?
Yes. I think. Most likely. Hold
That's
on.
gonna be. Oh, yeah, you're getting back in.
Yeah. I'm getting back into the Zoom call. 1 second. I'm sorry, guys.
Okay. You'll take 5 damage eventually.
Stand by
Yeah.
to rearrange.
Just half whatever you hit me with, unless it's like
10, so 5, and then
yeah.
So 5 and then 4.
Okay.
9 total after having.
All right. So 9 damage total. Give me a sec. I'm gonna fix that on my corrector sheet.
And then the other one's gonna make its attacks against Aiden, so it's gonna be a bite and then a whip. Watch me bite. Watch me whip it. Watch me bite. Watch me whip it. So 13 misses. I think a 21 hits on the nose, and a 16 also misses. So that's gonna be 6 slashing damage against Aiden. I don't believe Aiden is currently concentrating on anything.
Like, what do you mean concentrating? Like,
Concentrating on a
Wow.
spell. You haven't cast like spiritual weapon or anything like that.
No.
Alright.
Before you move on to Bellis, can you correct the markings on the dogs?
It should be
Oh,
the
yeah.
one on the far back is not right.
Because you said I couldn't see this dog, and it should be this guy.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Josie, stop it.
No, it's me.
Oh, that was you.
Yeah, this.
Oh my god, I was blaming Josie.
Yeah, Josie's a mint green.
Yeah.
Moving on to Bellis.
To me. So we are going to step right up at this boy or girl, whatever they want to identify as. We don't mind because we're gonna hit him with shatter.
Shatter is a area effect.
Yeah, but it's. Oh shit! It's 60.
No, it's 60 feet range, but it's a
Range.
20. It's like a big block of
It's
Yeah, it's 20
10-foot
feet.
radius.
yeah,
Yeah.
20-foot circle. Yeah.
Radius.
It's Hezrod's favorite way to clear a room.
True.
Wait. Okay. There it is. Sorry, they changed it. But no.
But yes.
No. Oh. Damn it. Never mind.
You don't have to center it on him. You could move it to where it would only affect
Well, I can do
him
it
and
here
whatever
then.
else.
Yeah.
Can I
Yeah.
center
You
it here and then
You could hit him and the chicken. It'd be fine.
chicken's
Yeah.
You can't hit the chicken.
I'm saying, like, if you're gonna hit him,
chicken's not gonna be in range.
the face.
If you
He's
period.
just
center
out
it
of range.
here, just center it here.
I realized
But
chicken
then the-
should have had a turn after diff, but that's okay.
But then
I mean,
the
it's a
face spirit,
chicken.
Oh shit, the face spirit.
yeah. So if I do it here,
Just kill the chicken.
I mean,
Yeah, kill
we
the
can
chicken.
kill the chicken, but
No.
it's not in range. It's a
Think-
10-foot radius.
Fair, but
Hit
think
the
how
chicken.
awesome it would be if you strum or smash rocks together to make a sound, and the shattering force causes the chicken to explode into a big old puff of chicken feathers. We're really missing an opportunity here because you
Okay,
guys.
fine.
Honestly, the chicken's going to die. It's either going to be eaten
I
by
mean, yeah,
Balro,
that's fine.
Stomper.
I'm just saying
No,
that,
I will save that
technically,
chicken.
Anyway,
was
you
just
cut it,
saying-
that chicken is not long for this world.
that's fine. Okay, fine. I'll put it here so it gets the chicken too.
Love it.
Yay!
Right here at the head of this dog.
Are you afraid that if you kill the
Mass
chicken, a
murder.
swarm of chickens is going to descend from the skies and murder you?
No, I was just saying that it was out of range if I put it here
Fair.
because
This
it was-
isn't the Legend of Zelda.
So there,
The
it's
chicken
in
dies.
range.
No, it doesn't. It takes half damage.
Oh my god!
Wait, really?
Yeah,
It has-
it's a dead chicken.
Oh my god.
Just
It has one hit
food.
point.
You son of a bitch, you.
It has one hit point and it's a minion.
Oh, then it lives.
It does live.
Oh my.
It's like the chicken's like, whoa, whoa. And
Okay,
it's just like,
What about
boom.
what about the knoll?
but what about the knoll?
Yeah.
The-
I keep trying to open the character sheet and it keeps moving.
The knoll dies in place of the chicken.
The null passes, but it is not a minion, so it takes half damage. Which would be 7.
Okay.
It's looking confused after it's trying to figure out how to grovel, and then it just gets blasted. It's rocked. The statue is cracked into pieces. The
That's
dog's visage is no more.
sorry, doggy.
This guy moves on in on Aiden. Let me see here. Cool. So it comes in and it has this long spear looking weapon with a big bone blade on the end, and it jabs it up and starts swinging at Aiden. So 1 attack, 2 attacks. So 16 misses. That misses, and then it's going to use this to make the
Oh.
slaver make a whip attack. So that's going to be against Aiden. 25 hits. I need you to make me an athletics check. So yeah, you take 5 slashing damage, then you make an athletics check, Aiden.
Ethan.
Brian!
Yeah.
Lagging.
You need to make an athletics check, Brian.
I got it.
That's not
11.
athletics. That's aesthetics.
Cool. So, let me see. That's that. And then. Okay. So, it lashes in with the whip. It slaps against Aiden's weapon arm as, like, Aiden is kind of, like, drawing her arm back to swing again. And you see the one with the whip kind of pulls it tight. It's, like, pulling Aiden's arm back. So, you are now grappled, effectively. And you can see that the way it's pulling on the whip, it seems to be trying to pull Aiden off the goat.
I
So
want to be.
that's that. Why doesn't anybody
Off
try to
the
grapple
goat?
me?
Oh, grappled.
And that is it for the Pack Lord.
The elk.
So you would have taken a total of, yeah, that didn't hit, but you would have taken a total of 5 slashing.
Nice.
Giant elk.
Okay, so the giant elk sees the knoll right here that's right in front of its face, and it's clearly snarling at them and looks like it's going to attack. So the elk does one of his signature, what is it? Is it a hoof? No, a ram attack. With its cool antlers. Oof.
That
I don't know if a 10 would hit.
No.
Unfortunate. He clearly misses. I think he's distracted because Diff is still on his antlers.
Yeah.
And he's trying not to rattle Diff, but he's also trying to do damage, and it's not effective. And he kind of like turns its head and like snorts discontentedly. And that's its turn.
Nama.
Use my bonus action to dig deep.
Dig deep.
After I've done so, I'm going to, since this one's groveling and doesn't appear to be a threat, I'm going to move 5 of
It
my
hasn't
20.
started, it hasn't started groveling yet.
Oh, I know, but it can't take actions or anything, so.
It can take a reaction.
Okay, then I'll use my first move to go ahead and just shove it.
Okay.
Athletics check versus my athletics, or you can use acrobatics, your choice.
Yeah, we'll just.
I push it off the
Wow.
cliff.
Yep.
Doesn't even matter.
It's gonna make a dexterity save to try and grab something.
Sure, it's no longer able to take opportunity attacks against
Yeah.
me, though.
That's fine. Cool. It fails. It falls.
I'll use my second attack to grapple this asshole. Same thing.
It lands about here. It's prone. That is about 30 feet down and about 20 feet up.
I'll spend my inspiration on this one for the 22.
I'm sorry. So you're trying to push this one? As
I'm
well?
trying to grab it.
Okay.
I've moved 5 feet
Okay.
of my 20. My speed's reduced by 20 because of the arrows. Okay, I grab a hold of it. I'll use the last bit of my movement. 15 rounded down is rounded up. So it'll go to 10. I'm going to move 10. I'm personally not moving. I am moving it around me so that it is now off of the cliff. And then I am going to just fall off of the cliff with it beneath me, straight down. I'm going to use my action surge as we're falling. It's going to hit the ground first, so it's going to take falling damage before I do. So go ahead and however you want to do that. But
Go
basically,
ahead and roll me a 3d10 real quick for this other one.
sure. I'm aiming for kind of behind / in the statue, so we fall the full like amount of distance.
So you're trying to hit the ground and not.
I'm trying to hit the ground, not the rocks. Yeah.
Right.
11 points of damage on that one. And then
Okay.
I'm assuming since I'm using it as a buffer, I would take half of that. Is that an accurate assessment?
Yeah.
And I'll
Go
take
ahead.
half again because I'm
Yeah.
currently digging deep. So it'll be
Kind of.
3
I'm
points of
looking
damage.
to see where you're landing. Go ahead and throw an attack roll in there, just
Okay.
kind of see if you land on the statue or if you hit the ground.
Absolutely. So this will be action surging. It's grappled by me, so I have advantage on the attack roll. Hit. And yeah, 13 damage. That's max. So yeah, I'm gunning for the ground.
The damage doesn't matter, because the damage is going to be the fall damage. So
Okay.
Go ahead and roll me.
Well, no,
5d10.
Sorry, I still get 2 attacks. Like once we hit,
So you're okay.
because I
yeah,
action surged.
Right.
So do you want me to make a new attack and just take that damage, or
yes.
Okay.
Yes. So basically, like, kind of trying to aim and control the fall of it. And
that's what the
land
24
safely.
was?
Yeah.
And
So
then
that's you riding it all the way down to the ground.
once we hit, the 20 is me dropping my elbow down into its face for 13
Okay.
damage.
So
and then-
before we get to that damage, let's do the falling damage first.
Oh, okay. What do you want me to roll?
So first, go ahead and roll me 5d10. It will be
Okay.
taking the full damage. You will be taking half.
Got it. So 36.
Damn.
And then half of that
Um,
is 15, 18. Half of that again is 9. So. Okay.
Well executed. Let me do some math real quick, and we'll get on to the rest of the damage.
Sure, I have one more attack after everything's said and done.
Cool. So it hits the ground with a sickening crunch. You kind of feel the
Is it
sudden
dead?
stop like shake through you. It's not dead as you hit the ground, but let me see. 13 damage, and then the other attack.
Yeah, I have one more attack to throw against it. If it's not dead after the 13 damage, the 36 damage, and the 11 damage.
Okay. So yeah, so it's not dead after the 13.
Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and throw in a last attack. Again, I have it in a grapple. It is prone because it just fell. So I'm just going to go ahead and unarmed strike with advantage. 25 to hit
Go ahead and
for
roll
10
the
damage.
Okay. So
Is it dead?
no, it's hanging
Okay.
on.
Cool. It's prone. I have it grappled. It
Yeah.
can't stand.
You hear like you watch as Nama like quickly shoves one of them away and then runs down and grabs the other one and like wrestles with them a little bit before throwing them both off the cliff. And you watch them fall and you hear the sound of them like hitting rocks and bouncing. You hear like guttural snarling. You're not really sure who it's coming from. The sounds of fighting, a pained animal yelping, and then like wet, squelchy beats.
Mm.
Fucking love wet and squelchy.
We're gonna go ahead and take that giant goat off there.
All right, giant goat is going to. It's the one that's grappled ate it.
No. It's not its turn because it goes after you. So it already had a turn. It
Yeah.
was just at initiative.
Oh, okay.
Let me see here. I guess the same could be said of the elk, but we already did that, so whatever. So this creature is currently grappled and prone. It could use its action to try and get free,
Go for it.
but given the desperateness of the situation, it's going to make attacks with disadvantage.
Great.
So we're gonna do disadvantage,
Miss.
disadvantage,
Miss.
disadvantage.
Hit.
18 hits, so go ahead and take 11 slashing.
All right. I will bloody 11 slashing. Halved is 6. I will bloodied but unbowed in response.
Nice.
And my temporary hit points are 10.
Excellent. Yeah, it's still
Basically, it starts clawing and biting randomly. It gets a claw across her cheek, and she just like spits the blood back into its face.
Yeah, there's blood
Hell
everywhere
yeah.
over there.
Yeah,
It's,
most of it's his all over the ground because I just
Yeah.
was really satisfied with this map. When you said, "Oh, I'm running up after you," I'm like,
Great.
"It's Red
Do it.
Cyclone time."
Nama said bit.
Balro,
I'm gonna do it.
Yes.
you're up.
Okay.
What?
I was wondering, since I'm super strong and super raging, could I take these three and just like bull rush them into my club, like to pick it up?
I'm trying to remember how far away it is or exactly which square it's in.
They moved
I think
5
it
feet,
was. Oh, okay.
so it's literally underneath where they're at.
Yeah. It's
Oh, it
underneath
is?
where, like
Yeah.
this one's at.
You can reach
Oh,
out
okay.
to
Can I
5
reach it? Yeah.
Yeah, you can reach it.
Oh, fuck yeah. Okay. I'll pick it up then, and because I was planning on moving them towards it, so I didn't take opportunity attacks,
I got you.
and then I was gonna beat the bejesus out of them. But since it's right there, I'll just beat the bejesus out of them. Okay. So obviously it's all reckless, and we're gonna just make 3
Wait.
attacks. What?
What are you?
What did I do?
unarmed? You rolled an unarmed?
No, I didn't roll an unarmed. I'm sorry. I'm on my phone, so
Oh,
like,
I got you. I'm
yeah,
trying to see.
it's just the Hellfire Great Club. My bad.
It's okay.
Yeah. But we
So-
can take the 10 and the 16 though to make it fair.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, actually,
So-
you would have been rolling with. Well, I mean, yeah, the reckless would have been with advantage, so you're gonna have to roll another one to go with that unarmed strike.
Okay. No, I don't want the unarmed strike.
Oh, okay. So we'll go ahead and just so
Yeah.
That's the unarmed
That was
strike.
an accident. I'm sorry.
it's okay. It's all right. A 23 will hit with the Hellfire Great Club. Go ahead and roll that damage, and then we'll get your second attack.
Okay, so that's
So-
15.
Against which one?
It's gonna be the gold one, the yellow one,
This one?
this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm
That
sorry.
one,
Yeah,
and then-
that one. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that one.
That's
Sure.
enough. That's enough damage to kill it.
Nice. All right.
It's
So
it's looking kind of confused after whatever Kaduna did to it.
Mhm.
While it's looking kind of off balance and unsure of itself, you take the opportunity to just put a skull inside of its skull.
true. If that was the one that was groveling, like, was it on its knees and hands?
It looked like it was heading in that direction.
Okay, so then he would just try to bring it downward even more.
Right.
All right, so then this is gonna be a second attack. What is it? I don't see it.
So 21.
21.
hit.
All right, so that's gonna be the 11 damage to the one, the other little one.
Top to the left.
Yeah. No, top to the right.
That one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gonna hit that one.
It's a solid hit.
And then third attack, skadoosh. That's gonna be 26.
That'll
But hold on. We're gonna do Fury of the Small. Right there. Boom. Yeah.
Ooh,
That's a number.
that's enough to kill it.
Nice.
So your first one, like the club comes up and like bites into its chest and
Mhm.
and coughs up blood, and then you, as it's like kind of reeling over, you pull the club back and just come right over the top and just
Oh yeah.
pile drive its head into the ground.
Perfect.
Um,
And then he's just gonna stare at the next one with like a sickening grin. He's gonna get his club ready for a next hit, and he's just gonna stand there and smile, waiting, just waiting. That's the turn. That was 3, right? Yeah, that was
Yep.
3. That's it.
Diff kind of like bounces up and down excitedly, and then and it looks over at it sees Aiden's in trouble and looks concerned, and it is going to. You watch as it kind of leaps off the antlers, and for a moment you're like, Diff, no! Because the antlers are like 15 feet in the air. but then it seems to disappear. And when it teleports, instead of just like disappearing in a flash of light or something, it's like all the rags kind of twist in on themselves real quick and then just vanish. And then in like a poof of like shreds of
love
cloth
him.
and fabric, he reappears over here with like an arm outstretched, like pointed at Aiden, and it goes hurrah and casts haste on Aiden.
Did he just teleport and then cast haste?
You're not. You don't know. Barrow doesn't know. Barrow
Can't
doesn't-
tell Diff
True.
what to do.
True. I mean, no, that's amazing though. What he just did.
Who'd he cast haste on?
Aiden.
Gotta go fast.
Just did some magic shit, and that's cool.
And then it looks around and it realizes that there's a null there, and it's like ah, and it kind of scampers over here and hides. Tries to like hide. It like actually crawls into the ear of the statue.
Buddy.
So then moving on to Aiden. Aiden, you now have haste, which gives you an extra action that you can use to make an additional attack in addition to other things.
So
And you have
said I have haste?
yes.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it gives you +2 to your AC, I think, as well.
Correct.
Yeah, and you get an extra action.
You can't use it to do anything besides really attack.
Oh, okay.
It's not a full action.
Okay, gotcha.
1 second.
So I can move back,
I'll just-
right?
You're on a pony, so its speed isn't increased, but your personal speed is increased by double.
But I'm grappled, so my speed is 0.
Correct.
Uh,
Doubled is still 0.
That's
but
fine.
the goat's speed is still
Here's the rub.
4.
If the goat moves and you're grappled, it's gonna go and you're not.
Okay. Gotcha. You know what? Let's just cast Moonbeam in this 5-foot radius.
Type. And then you can also hit something with Wackus Bonkus.
Yes. So, what we're going to do.
Go
Boom.
ahead.
Level 2 Moonbeam.
Okay, so that's 120 feet range. Show spell description, 5-foot radius, 40 foot. Okay, so 5-foot radius would be like
Right on himself, he's getting all 4 of them.
oh, and the goat.
He's gonna get the goat
The
regardless.
goat will just go back to ethereal plane.
It's not
so
real.
it's okay.
Okay, so we
It's
need
not. Yeah, it's not real. So
we
it's
need
okay.
Constitution saving throws from all of them.
Hmm.
Gotcha. So that's gonna be Constitution.
Save for half, so it'll be 8 if they.
Constitution.
I would
You go
still.
ahead and-
I would have to make a Constitution saving throw too, right?
Yeah.
You would. So make a Constitution save and go ahead and make one for your goat as well. So it looks like
You failed. You need to make
I
another
failed.
Constitution saving throw.
save, fail. Oh, well.
Brian, you need to make another Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I do. Okay.
You just took damage. You didn't lose the spell.
What spell?
He just cast Moonbeam and he hurt himself.
Oh, wait, yeah, sorry. I didn't,
Which
I didn't
caused
realize
him to-
Moonbeam. I didn't realize Moonbeam was concentration. My bad.
Yep.
I hate how you got 2 nat 1s.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
that's
worst.
his fault.
Uh,
What's funny is like,
Snake eyes.
yeah, like, holy shit. +9.
Let's see here.
You needed to roll a
Wait.
4,
Wait.
a
That was
5.
a save.
It would've-
Even if that's a 1, I can re-roll the saving throw
Why is
with my
that?
lucky ability.
Yeah, use that.
Yeah, so that's what I'll do.
oh, halfling luck. Okay.
Yep.
Oh,
So you
Wow.
Yeah, you're good. You didn't. You take half. You take 8.
I love
You take 8 damage.
The goat.
Sorry. You take 8 damage. Yeah, you need to roll the saving throw for the goat too.
Ah, yeah. Goat Constitution saving throw. 14, which it's a where is that? Where are you? DC
7 or 14.
Yeah, so it's DC 14. Yep. So he passes.
Your goat still takes 8 damage.
Skin of his teeth.
Goat takes 8.
You are still grappled. Let me see. Still grappled.
So I'm going to hit the creature that grappled me with Wackus Bonkus.
Okay. That will be, considering it's the one holding your fighting arm. Yeah. So that's going to be this one. So go ahead and make that attack.
So do what?
Go ahead and make an attack roll. 15 hits on the nose. So you get a solid hit in, but it's still hanging on to you.
Okay.
That it?
So I'm just chilling in some light, doing some radiant damage. I'm like, yeah, it's cool, guys.
Well, if your turn's
I
over,
can take this.
they're going to have to roll the Constitution saving throw immediately after that and take the damage again.
Yep. So I'll go ahead and do that.
Nice.
Constitution save.
It wasn't the worst play. It's actually really solid.
Go ahead and roll the damage.
Hey, YOLO, man.
Yeah.
YOLO.
Stand in the moonlight, baby. Roll the damage again, Brian.
Oh.
Seems like For the moonlight.
Yeah, go ahead and roll the damage.
Moonlight. That would be
Moonbeam.
Yeah.
Moonbeam.
I can't believe it won't just let him click the spell and roll.
Yeah, it will, but he was looking for it because he's a goober.
I got you.
Yeah.
Not happy.
And that's-
Goofy,
Trying
goober.
to fight
What?
through all the moonbeam to get to you. It's like burning. It's like
Is this one dead?
that one is.
Okay.
The problem is I couldn't
That's
reach
why-
the X because the menu was going so far off. Oh, I'll
Got
just
it.
zoom way out. Nope, that doesn't help.
Or grab it, move it over to the side, then click it, and put it back.
That's why I thought it was like still alive at first, but then he said it was dead, so I was like, okay, cool.
Roll 20, making my life so hard.
It's difficult sometimes, yeah.
I honestly hate playing on my phone.
So
I
wait,
don't blame you. I
so
would
this
not even
was,
try it.
Chelsea,
sorry, wait, that one just died, but this one is still holding Aiden?
No, this one is holding
no?
it.
Sorry, that one is holding Aiden. Got you, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, I just messed it up and I got their turns turned around.
Yeah.
That's fine.
This one's going to do something. This one and this one are all going to get to act. Oh, and the one in front of you lot. They're going to do something now. The yellow
Yeah.
ones are going to grovel.
Yep, the yellow ones are gonna grovel. Oh wait, no, the yellow ones are gonna grovel. So the ones with the yellow dots on them are groveling. And then when I get to 13, I'll do the rest of their turns. And then hopefully get it right the next time around. Marzana, you're up.
Okay, the groveling is really interesting. Would she get the sense that attacking them would like cause them to be hostile again? Or
No,
okay,
it's a one and done.
gotcha. Nice.
turn.
Perfect. In that case, the really cool thing about the summon Fae is that I can command it without using an action or bonus action. So I will use my action to wild shape into my archer form, and I will use my bonus action to attack with my archer at let's see which one. I think probably, I don't know if a 12 would even hit, but it would be the one closest to us. So this one.
12 misses.
Understandable. And then her face spirit will look over, or rather Marzana will point out the situation over there. Okay, the face spirit will teleport 30 feet and then move 15 because it has 40 feet. and then multi-attack this green boy. The first one they get an advantage on. The second one is just normal attack. I can do it through my own sheet now. Yay. 1, 2. The first one advantage, second one plain.
Go
Right,
ahead and
Bueller.
do the first attack damage.
Woo.
18.
That's
23.
18,
23.
18 plus 5.
Solid.
Yay. And I'm guessing that the 13 didn't hit.
Negative.
Understood.
It seems conserved.
Ooh. They are going to back up and see if this thing is going to risk letting them go to attack them.
Yeah, the whip is currently engaged, but it's a null.
Or would that not... Sorry, did my logic fail there?
No, your logic would succeed if it attacks with the whip, but it's a null. It's
Right?
still got teeth and claws.
Nyar. 9 piercing.
Gotcha.
It probably has resistance.
I like how the gnolls go. Nyar.
That's a bite sound. That checks out.
Yes.
It's-
So wait, I'm
it's
trying to think how
cute.
much movement they had left. They moved 15, then they backed up. They would back up as much as they could because they're smart.
You said speed of 40, so 10, 15
So
more.
they hit 15 more? Gotcha. So they would go all the way here. Probably. Is this a tree?
It's like a
Mhm.
bush.
One
Cool.
more square down.
Oh, they get one more? Gotcha. And that is Marcena's turn.
Cool.
Kaduna.
Kaidana, as a bonus action, will shout out, Marzena, again! And we'll give Marzena an opportunity to take her shot again. With my voice of something or another.
That's really cool. Sorry,
Voice
how
of
does
the
this work?
ancestors, obviously.
And so you can choose, Marzena, to use your reaction to attack again.
Interesting. Can it be any attack or the one that I just did?
No, you can just...
No. It's an attack, so not a spell or anything.
Right?
Marzena will be useless with Voice of Authority.
Wait, I thought you had an archer,
It's not a. It's
Oh,
not,
was that a spell? Oh,
Yeah,
my
it-
bad.
It's
Okay.
technically
Yeah.
a spell attack.
Oh, okay, never
Um,
mind. I was just trying to give Marzena the opportunity to shoot her bow again, but there's no bow. So, we'll give Bless to Nama, Bellis, and Marzena.
Out of
And-
curiosity, I don't suppose you'd be able to give it to my Fae and let the Fae do attack, because the Fae's attacking with a sword.
but the Fae's
Yeah,
not
but the
adjacent to
fate's
anything.
not close enough.
Mm-hmm.
Got you.
Yeah, so Nama's got an enemy right there to
Yeah.
attack.
And now
So
that I have
Nama-
Bless, I'm going to Haymaker
and
it.
Right.
Oh,
so,
hell yeah.
And 17 to hit. Chad
Yeah.
takes 13 damage.
Marzena, you have Bless too.
Oh, wonderful.
Have you ever seen Gallagher with a water
Yeah.
gun?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going for. Elbow right to the head, just smashing it.
Yeah.
Jaws and everything breaking off, teeth
Just
flying
crush
everywhere.
That melon. Crush that melon.
She's not happy right now.
Is that it for Kaidana?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to do my action. As an action, I will use Sacred Flame on the guy that's in front of us. He keeps dodging that flame, but we'll get him. So
Wait,
I
what's
need
on?
no, it's a
Dex.
dex save for 13 damage. Again, right at 16.
Fucking hell.
That lucky little gnome. Knoll. Okay, that's my turn.
Guess what?
Chicken butt.
There is a
Chatted it.
chicken.
Shattered the chicken butt.
Oh,
Wait, who got chatted?
the null.
But he didn't. No,
He
no.
missed.
But he does.
Takes
he
no
doesn't
damage.
take. He takes no damage.
Oh, he takes no damage.
Cantrip.
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Oh,
Okay, so I'm sorry. How much?
0.
now we know.
No, but what was
13, so
Okay,
half would have been 7. So
Yeah.
we now know he has 8 hit points.
Oh,
Shush!
That's
I
weird.
know
Here.
nothing.
You and your fancy learning.
Your mathematics.
Mathematics.
The
What's that?
slavers. The slaver. This one is not a fan of what the fuck just happened.
The ancestors.
The
It's
ancestors.
like reaches up with its other hand, and it's gonna try to basically it's gonna start walking away. It's gonna provoke an opportunity attack from the goat, but it's gonna drag
Aiden.
Aiden with it.
Yep. There's no resisting. You're in the grapple, so it moves half its speed and it takes Aiden with them.
So 1, 2, 3. Aiden will be here. 10-foot fall off the goat. Or would that
It's
not be high enough?
it's
for fall
being
damage?
pulled, so the assumption is that since it's just a grapple, not a restrain, it would dismount. He would dismount.
Okay.
Or sorry, she would dismount. Aiden would dismount.
So it has the whip on you, and it's like pulling you along. And since the whip is bound up, it can't use whip attacks, but it will bite you a couple times.
Yeah, whip
Seems to
it
be-
real good.
17, a 25 will hit though, so that's going to be 6 piercing against Aiden. It seems like the null seems to be trying to bite at Aiden to either get a better grip and help drag her along, or to like sort of beat him up and beat him down. And then so also opportunity attack from the goat. So I'm not sure if we lost Brian.
Brian's there.
Brian!
Goat attack.
Brian,
The
He's-
lag.
Brian.
He's
That
trying.
really funny.
I can
He's
see it.
trying. He's doing his best.
Brian!
He's doing his best. Leave him alone. He's. I'd say he's in a different country, but he's still technically in the U.S.
Yeah, the 10 misses.
Despite
Andy
people not knowing better.
took the
Exactly.
6 piercing from the bite. The other
I mean-
one is going to make its attacks against Balro. So
Hell yeah, it
right
is.
there.
People don't think that New Mexico is in America.
all hits.
So
Okay. So let's see here.
It's
So,
made with advantage because I reckless.
I got you. So the total we're looking at is 17, and halved would be 9. And go ahead and make me an athletics check. You will probably succeed.
Athletics?
Yeah. Sorry. I
Okay,
got it wrong.
because I'm raging. It's with it's with advantage.
Oh, it's
What
got
did I
itself
get?
a Balro.
13.
Ooh,
Oh,
The
14.
first whip strike comes around and like slashes across Balro's chest, and then as like the pain is just like lancing fire through your body, the whip comes back around and actually like slaps against your neck and wraps around your throat. The null like pulls it tight and starts trying to drag you away.
nice. All right, you said 9, right? 9 half?
Yeah,
or
9
9
total.
total?
And actually,
Okay.
since it hasn't used its movement and it has you grappled, it's going to start doing that.
Okay, gotcha.
15 feet away, pulls you along with it. That's it for the slavers. Moving on to Bellis.
Ouchie.
I've got Balro if you guys want to go and help Aiden.
isn't he?
No, it's fine.
So we're pissed at this dude. So we are going to do. We're gonna tell him how naughty he is with dissonant whispers.
She just steps forward, leans in like real low and says,
You're a very naughty Noel.
You're a naughty Noel.
Exactly.
Naughty boy.
So we need a wisdom save.
Your mother never loved you.
Your mother never loved you, and she
Against-
never will.
Is that against this one that's like groveling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
oh,
crying.
wow.
He's like begging. Your mother never loved you.
I know. She never did.
It's like
Okay,
the-
you have rolled
Fuck, dude.
You keep rolling 16.
This is
on
actually
these
half.
fucking saves.
This is
She's
half.
gonna use her.
Oh,
Ravenna's
God.
gonna use her reaction to
Wait.
try to
Wait,
change
wait.
the tides of fate, if she may.
Wait. Hold on. It succeeded. It still takes half damage. Half of 16 is 8. Nobody needs to spend any reactions on our team.
True.
Please do not do anything. It is dead. I
Yeah,
promise
'cause
you.
we-
I've done the math. I've checked it
Yeah.
out.
It cries itself to death.
Oh!
It just like it looks like so like distraught, and it starts like whining like it's crying, and then it just sort of like folds over until its face is in the dirt, and it just stops moving.
Oh my god.
And you're kind of looking at it like, did I kill it? And the chicken's like, bark, 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 bark.
You can eat it if you want. I don't know that it will taste very good. Save some for Balro. It just starts picking at it.
Cracking the shit out of the dead and all.
Good job.
Let me see here.
I,
Yeah, excellent.
I
Excellent work.
think are we the good guys? I don't
Are we-
know.
Are we the bad guys?
Absolutely not. We are not the good guys.
Seeing what
Is
just
there
happened,
really good and bad in this world?
This one snarls.
He cried
climbs up.
himself to death.
This one also climbs up here to the top of the rock and
He's a
looks
very
down
naughty
at
boy.
the ruin that has been made of the gnaw that was leading them. So we're gonna get 2 bow attacks against Bellis and 2 bow attacks against Nama.
would you say I have cover due to the rock angle? Like
Yeah,
I'm,
we'll go and give you like a +2.
okay, I'm pretty tightly nudged in there.
So first 2 against Bellis.
And oh, here's a question. I'm still
Fuck me, I guess.
I'm still technically grappling the dead body, right?
If you want.
Cool.
It's kind of it's like not holding together very well.
No, that's fine.
It's like the internal rigid structure is severely
It's-
compromised.
It's more for flavor than anything
Yeah.
else.
Okay.
So which attacks were against me?
The
sec-
second two.
So
the
neither of those
16,
will hit.
17,
Neither.
and the 22.
And
the
I'm going to
20
spend
were-
1 moxie point just for the lulls to use meat shield. I'm going to lift the dead body up and block the arrows with the corpse.
Oh my gosh.
I like it.
You missed.
Good call. I like that.
So the 22 and the 20 both hit, I imagine.
Yeah.
So that's going to
Oh.
be 16 damage, and your speed is reduced by 20.
How much? By how much?
20 total
20 total.
for the turn.
Well, I'm just gonna be 10.
Like Ace Ventura with the spears in the legs.
You know, it's fine. It's fine.
Hyena needs to make a
Um,
Constitution saving throw or take moonbeam damage.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Right. Constitution. Moonbeam damage.
Brian, click on moonbeam for us, will you?
Oh, we could just go ahead.
It's dead.
Leon!
If it's dead, it's dead. Save Brian the trouble of having to click moonbeam. Brian, you have to click moonbeam now.
I mean,
You
Hey,
don't
look,
whack
I
your
don't have a
finger at
game
it.
anymore, so it's okay.
What do you mean you don't have moonbeam?
What's that?
Why don't you have moonbeam?
No, I'm not in it anymore. So
Oh.
the other that one is still in it.
oh shit! And you should have rolled some
No,
Constitution.
no. It doesn't go with you. It stays there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it stays
Okay.
there. So that one, and then the goat is still in it.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. I've been reading my character sheet.
No, we're
okay?
asking you to roll the damage because you moonbeamed one.
Oh,
Yeah, the moonbeam's still there. There's still one. in
Brian, click the moonbeam damage.
Alright, I got this.
I've been reading my character sheet.
To
Hit the
be fair,
Whopper button.
Oh.
it is almost
Sorry.
midnight where he is.
I was wrong.
No, it's 11. It's 11.
Is
Josie,
it? Oh, right. You guys don't have the daylight thingy.
Josie, go help Aiden. Don't move to help Balro. You do not. I cannot get to Aiden. I can't
Okay.
get to Balro, please.
So,
Don't
giant
worry
elk-
about Balro. Balro is fine. Balro is strong.
I'm more so thinking that they have a straight shoot so they could do their extra special damage. Whereas the other option, they can't.
Sorry, I didn't mean to roll that second one.
I mean,
My computer was catching
what's its speed?
up.
60. And it's got a, I think it has a 10-foot reach. It's either 10 or 5. It might be
Then-
5.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if that's what you want to do, I'm going to be useless for the next turn.
You can attack the one right next to you.
There
I
is.
got the grapple.
He's up on a rock. He's 20 feet up.
Yeah, you got like 40
Yeah, that's
movement.
true. Yeah, I mean, like looking over at Balro, I guess the elk doesn't really care about him, so he goes the other way. Let's see. Yeah, he starts heading off this way, 45, and then because this is all stone, I'm guessing. And as it's making its way over, it spots this guy here, and it kind of like snorts and moves up and hits it with a with
Wow.
the ram as it does.
That's not a ram. That's an elk.
Is the 11 hit? I don't think so. Yeah, it kind of like shakes its head again and snuffs and looks over in this direction.
It hits
Nice.
the rocks. The Null's like, ah, and like recoils, and it's like the rocks saved you. So
Perfect.
What does the
Moving on.
elk say?
Okay,
God damn it!
I rush around the rock. I'm dropping the Knoll dead body as I'm moving. And as I get close to Balro, and he's being dragged backwards and away, I go, "Here we go!" And I push my head down, or push my hands down on his head as I leapfrog over him, and then drop my knee down on the whip, having moved the whip around his neck with my hand as I'm leaping over him. I am pushing him back 5 feet, and I'm moving into his space. I'm force moving him out of a grapple, which means he's no longer grappled. Bait and switch. I'm going to give myself the armor class bonus.
It's a pro gamer move.
Does that work?
Yes.
Okay. So weird.
Switch places with that creature provided you spend at least 5 feet of movement and the creature is willing and isn't incapacitated. You are not incapacitated, you're grappled. Movement doesn't provoke
Gotcha.
opportunity attacks, and I get +3 to my armor class until the start of my next turn.
Okay,
Um,
okay, gotcha.
Damn, son.
As I kind of like hit with the whip down, I lift up and do like a kick with my foot in his face. Also, that's not an action of any kind, the bait and switch, it just happens with movement. I'm actually going to lead off with a grapple, I think.
Do it.
Yeah, I want to hold him. I want to hold his hand.
You should.
21. Roll your attempt to try and flee.
Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
thinking this one.
The grapple.
Yeah. So
Sure. I'm going to grab his wrist with the whip and pull him in towards me as my foot snaps up and kicks him in the chin. So that's my second attack. I have advantage on the attack roll because I'm grappling him, so it's a crit.
nice.
So that'll be a total of 17 damage. Is he dead?
No,
I'm gonna
actually,
spend-
I don't think this one's been hurt at all.
Cool, he's going to get hurt a lot more. I'm going to spend a Moxie point.
That's the spirit.
As I go ahead and put in the Moxie Fueled Fist, which lets me make 2 more attacks. Both with advantage, so those will probably work. 7 and 7. Total of 14 more.
Okay, so that's 14 plus 17 total.
We're looking at a total of 15, 22, 31 points of damage. Is he dead?
No.
Okay. Cool. So I like grab his
He is
wrist.
very, very shocked. Like this all. The tables turned very quickly.
Yeah, I grab his wrist, I pull him in, snap kick to his chin. As his face kind of goes back, I lift my foot up in an axe handle kick, kicking him in the throat, and then snap with the kick. So it's basically I'm just holding him and popping him with the foot in front of Balro.
Yeah.
Chun-Li style.
Yeah. You can't really see where the leg or the foot is going,
Yes.
but you see where it hits. So, speaking of, Balro.
Smash.
Is it dead?
It better be after Balro gets done with it. Jonah, you there?
Don't worry, Aiden's toying with Balro's food.
Yeah, play with your food. Jonah?
Jonah!
Sorry, I was muted.
Smash it.
Okay, I'm doing it. I accidentally got kicked out of Roll20 because I closed it because I fat fingered something apparently. Hold on. Barrow's gonna get up.
If you
He's
want to be
gonna get
honest,
angry.
you can just tell me you were playing Elden Ring.
I'm not.
No, I don't have my PC. I can't play Elden Ring.
Oh shit.
Yeah, no, I've been starved of my Elden Ring. It's gonna be boom, and then boom. Obviously reckless. Let's see.
Does a 14 hit, Chad?
Against this guy, no.
19.
Oh,
19 does.
Okay. So then that's
You
gonna
will,
be 8 damage for the first one. For the first
Right in the
attack.
chin.
Yeah. And then oh shit, I'm gonna do it. Okay, it's whatever. And then third and final attack.
Holy shit.
That's the ticket. That's what I want.
Get it, boy.
Hold on. We're gonna do
You don't need to do anything.
we're gonna
special.
do
He's
no, we're
dead.
gonna do trip attack. We're gonna trip him.
Oh, yeah.
So he gets more embarrassed and into the dirt.
And he will not be able to move to stand up.
Gadoosh. 12,
You
13,
wanna
14.
roll an extra d6?
Extra d6, you got it.
Twice.
Actually, yeah, an extra 2d6.
21, 25, and 31 total. So we've done 62 points of damage to this guy.
I cannot fucking
Shit,
believe
I haven't
you
done
did
anything.
31. You did 31 damage with that.
We both did 31
that?
apiece.
That's fucking
Is he dead?
no. He's close though. He's real close.
I do want to high five though, real quick, in game, because we both did the same amount of damage.
Yeah, that was pretty remarkable. You
So
can't-
yeah. After Balro does his thing, he's gonna be standing over here, menacingly staring at him with a bloodlust in his eyes.
And
Yeah, like this null is like it seemed like it was confidently like dragging Balro away. Like it was like, yeah, I've got this under control. It's like, what the fuck? Nama comes out of nowhere and like everything is just
real quick for
planned.
flavor though, after Balro hits and it starts scowling at Balro, I'm gonna pull on his wrist and slap him in the face a little bit and go, hey, me.
It glares at you with its one good eye. It's like that's where the hit point is.
Oh.
I shouted it!
No.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. Okay, that's my turn.
It's so good.
You guys got two. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Diff pokes his head out of the statue's ear, and where'd it go? Yeah. What's in the bag? Okay. He pokes his head out and he looks around and kind of runs over. Let's see here. And does like a weird little, like he watches, he like waddles out, comes over here, and as he kind of clambers up on this thing, he pulls something, what looks like a rock, but as he throws it through the air, it seems to be sparking a little bit, and it lands over here. kind of boom, almost like a sound very reminiscent of the Shatter spell that Bellows cast a little while ago. That will be,
It's dead.
yeah, probably.
Next up, Aiden, go. Sorry, I just realized it's 11 o'clock already.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
see B.
Yeah. It does die. And then, let's see here. That's it for Diff. The chicken pecks away at the corpse. Aiden, go ahead and make me, if you want to escape the grapple, go ahead and make an athletics check. Or if you want to go ahead and make some attacks.
Smash.
Smash.
So, opposed. It fails, you manage to escape the grapple, and so that was your action, and you have one more action. You can make one attack because of haste.
Actually, could use the haste action to escape the grapple.
I don't
Could
believe
what?
that. I don't think that's an option.
Hold on.
I don't think making a skill check is.
Just go ahead.
Do you?
Just roll.
Yeah.
So I can use smite, divine smite.
One attack.
Go
Yeah.
ahead. Yeah, one attack.
Divine smite.
Divine smite. Oh
Okay.
no!
Yeah, an 11 will miss. You're kind of off balance because of what just happened. You're not really sure what's going on. Yeah, so you miss with that attack. The hunter up here makes 2 bow attacks. It kind of looks around and it's kind of sizing up his targets. It's going to make 1 bow attack against Diff, and it's going to make 1 bow attack against Kaidana. The other one that is hanging... Oh, the other one that's hanging on needs to make a Constitution saving throw. But regardless of whether it passes or fails, it's going to die.
Oh, Diff.
No, not Diff. This null.
Oh, these
dead.
things would get absolutely slaughtered even more if it killed Tiff.
How dare you! Okay, so that's the null hunter. It's against Diff. That's against Kaidana. This null is obviously scared out of his pants after those 2 terrible shots. Looks around at the carnage that you guys have wrought. It throws down its bow and it starts running away. It's like making its way down.
I hope it can run fast.
Once it hits the ground, it actually drops to all 4s.
They do run fast.
Mm.
And then Marzena.
Yeah, so Marzena will look at the creature that was holding Aiden, and toss her archer on it. Does a 16, 17, 18, does a 19 hit?
19 hits.
Awesome. So that's 11 radiant. Let me think for my
Still
action.
alive.
So she is going to have her lovely elk move forward a bit more. So that she's around, so that they're around here. And for her action, let me think. She's going to
Go ahead.
can she? Yes, she can use a spell for her action. I forgot. Yes, because that's part of the she will thorn whip the one this one right here.
Okay.
Oh no. What? Did it not come out as a spell?
It did. It just Elizabeth accidentally cast or intentionally cast.
Oh, oh, sorry. That confused me. I'm guessing the 28 hits, so that's
2 piercing.
oh, 2 piercing.
And you pull it.
2 1s. Wow. That's bad luck.
Wow.
Wow.
Piercing.
Now her face spirit will scooch over to the green one.
Pull it 10 feet closer to you.
Oh, true.
So just slide down 2 squares with the face spirit, and then he'll slide 2 squares down with that.
Perfect. So it goes. Where is it? Ugh. Why is my clicker not working?
Don't know.
I can't move it.
Are you?
Oh, because you can give me access to it. Right, that's why I can't move it. Okay, so the face spirit is going to attack this green one. The first one gets advantage. The second one's just normal.
Oh, you should have control of it.
Although actually, no, it doesn't
Oh,
have
it's
advantage
not-
because it didn't face step. It just moved 40 feet.
It hit with both of them. Go ahead, get that damage out there.
Yeah. Sorry.
Why
Um,
did it move?
do.
Because she moved with it.
11,
Oh.
21, 26 damage. Is it dead?
Yes.
Okay.
26 will do the trick.
Great. They will use their bonus action to teleport over here, and that's actually more like over here. That's their turn.
Okay, Donna.
Okay, this is against the remaining guy. That's
The hyena.
to the right.
Yeah.
Okay, let me. Oh, it didn't roll the spell attack.
Hmm.
That's fucking bullshit.
Do you have a ranged spell attack?
Yeah. Hold on. Okay.
Cool. So a 19 will. Which one are you hitting?
The one that's here.
Okay. Yeah, 19 will hit.
48.
Oh, it already rolled. It's 18 radiant.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my bad. So yeah. Yeah, it's still alive.
At the start of its
Um,
turn, it'll take 2d8.
Okay, cool. Yay, Avenging Flame.
Mm-hmm.
Null Slaver. It's going to
It's grappled.
bite. Okay. I can still make attacks though.
Yeah, that's fine. It's also prone, so it has disadvantage on its attacks.
Is it prone?
He knocked it
I
down.
forgot to tell you to
Oh,
make
yeah.
a strength save. I'm sorry.
Make a strength
It's-
save. What?
Versus his
If
DC.
for the trick attack, it's 14 DC.
Yeah, so it failed, so it's prone.
Yep. It uses half its movement to
loser.
stand back up.
It doesn't have any movement.
Oh, because it's grappled.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, so he stays
Um,
on the ground.
Yeah, I'll just bite.
Just accept
Miss.
it. Just let it happen.
Bite.
Miss. Bellis.
Yeah.
Nom 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 nom.
Bellis.
Yes.
2 gnolls left on the field.
Yep, I see. So we are going to pull
got-
out our what?
I got this one.
This one?
Oh, the one that we're fighting. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, I figured.
I got the one on the right.
What?
He's gonna try and go for the one that's running.
Oh no, I'm not gonna
Oh.
try. I
Mike
am.
Hayes also
Oh,
got
wait,
eyes
I'm
on.
sorry. 3. I forgot about that one.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do my plan. So we're gonna pull out our great club, and then we're gonna dimension tour over here.
You're gonna dimension door.
Oh, that's so
Nice.
great.
Okay.
Gain inspiration in the
This
Tuesday
thing
game.
is like,
Oh.
this thing is- yeah, this gnoll is like, this is the worst fucking
He
day.
just appears in front of him, smacking the bat in her hand. Where do you think you're going?
Oh no.
Love it.
Because now, if he keeps moving, opportunity attack.
Mm-hmm.
And you know who got him into that one? Himself. But that's all I got. Because I can't hit him with my great club. That's an extra action.
I
I would love to.
This guy
Takes-
needs to roll a dex save.
For what?
Every start of its turn, it takes 2d8
Avenging
radiant damage
fire.
if it fails.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, Dex 8. That's a fail. Go ahead and roll that damage.
Also, if it attacks, Jesus fuck.
16 damage.
Is it
It
dead?
is dead.
Great.
It,
Elk.
it's it's trying to put out the flames, and it's just like, oh!
Elk.
Now it's like on the ground burning.
Yes. The elk will see that happen, kind of shake its head around, look for other things to attack. See that this is kind of I'm curious, because the elk is huge, can it just kind of like climb up or
Well, it can't move. It moved during your turn.
Oh, true. That's a good point. So it stays where it is, kind of looks around, but it locks eyes on that thing.
It can't. There's a bunch of rocks in the way.
I was just wondering because of its height, like how tall are the rocks?
50 feet.
Like,
Oh,
where
never mind.
the base spirit is, it's about 50 feet, but you've got easily 30, 40 feet of rocks.
Gotcha. Sorry, I was conceptualizing it as smaller, so
Yeah,
gotcha.
it's fine. Trying to set up sight lines for inclines and shit like that is a real pain in the ass.
I'm just gonna pound the shit out of it. Like,
yep, do the thing.
These all have advantage.
I mean, I'm
Jesus.
pretty sure
Actually,
each one of those will do.
I actually did too many. It should just be a total of 3.
How you want to do this?
Yeah, I literally like say slap it in its face and say over here, and then as it's kind of like knocked down by Balro, I just get on top of it and slam my fists into its face until it's not moving anymore.
It's yeah.
Yeah, and then I take my
Right away. Yeah.
my bloodied fists, and I'm just gonna go ahead and pop over here and also look intimidating because Bellis is rad and that was rad, and I want to be rad.
Balro.
Yeah.
Rush over and hit it.
Oh, this poor Noel.
Yeah, there's
You already know.
way it's getting out alive.
Can we just say it's dead?
Kinda. I kind of
So-
want to just have it move just for the satisfaction of you guys making your attack.
It's not gonna be able to get away. I'm gonna grab it.
Okay.
So
it's
Okay, we killed it.
as
Oh,
Nama
hell
begins
no.
running. As Nama begins running, if the Knoll looks to his left, he's gonna see in those small glimpses of Nama's legs separating apart, he's gonna see a little goblin demon running right behind her.
She's gonna jump in perfect leapfrog so that it's a reverse of what we did before.
That's fucking hilarious.
He's gonna jump.
And
He's gonna beat the shit out of
dragging the club along. It's like grinding and fuming with like smoke. And then she
Make some attacks, boy.
It's
Fuck it
dead.
up. Yeah.
It's a dead thing.
Yeah. Yeah, roll all that damage. That's up. You fucking killed.
That's the first one. Okay, minus the superiority die. Hold on, shit. Balls.
It'll be 211 plus 13 is 24, and then give me the crit.
And then this is the crit.
24.
It's dead within the first 2 attacks, but just lay it all on there.
And then
So basically,
another high five.
Oh yeah. So as Nama's running to it, the Knoll sees the little goblin feetsies, and then as Nama gets up to it, Balro just leaps over her, just like she did. Yes, he does. And then he's gonna come with an overhead swing down into it, land on it, and then just start golf swinging it until it's mush.
It would have been better if I'd leapfrogged over you and you ran under my legs and smashed it, like bringing like an upper attack than the Grundle. You gotta stay on brand.
You're right. Okay, I'll do it like that. I'll do the Grundle attack and then golf swing.
That is it for the Knolls.
All right.
Dead as
Thanks for watching those that did. I'm gonna go ahead and kill us straight.
Yeah.
Thanks. Bye.